But Simpson is 1-1 in the playoffs, 7.50 points against average, and in the regular campaign 2-4 and 8.30 was his points against figure in the playoffs, and he has played very well in the games against Canton.
Yeah, he's come out with a lot of fire, a lot of intensity. I think that's just natural for him. He plays hard, he plays aggressive, and he's a good keeper.
Chicago Power will start Brett Hall and Michael Richardson on defense. The front three, Batata, Karl-Heinz Granitza, and Joe Pavlik. The Invaders have Charlie Elizard out to start the game, and he'll be joined by Rudy Pikuzinski, Randy Pikuzinski, Bobby D'Annunzio, and Mike D'Annunzio. So Chacho gets the start on this line. Scorers have been playing most of the time there. The feeling with Timo, maybe a little more speed, a little more punch in front.
Yeah, I think he wanted to get a little more attack power going to start out with. Maybe we can get a few early goals. I think we'll keep him there. And then I'm sure Costa's going to see a lot of playing time tonight. He's been playing really, really phenomenal during these playoff games.
Canton in the home silver or gray with the black numerals, black shorts, black and white trim. Chicago in white top to bottom, black numerals, red on the sleeves, and Granitza dumps it into the Invader zone. It's caught on the fly by Jamie Swanner. Off the right side at midfield. Here comes Mike D'Annunzio, picked up by Batata. Cuts to the middle, the left side feed. Randy Pikuzinski tries to move around. Hall does. Feeds open. It's Rudy. Shot blocked by Michael Richardson. Rudy tries to clear back, but Pavlik steps in front and knocks it away. Rudy deflects. Batata controls for Chicago on the run with Randy Pikuzinski. Batata left side at midfield, up against the boards. On the right side of the circle to Granitza. Granitza had the ball stolen by Rudy Pikuzinski, and you got a 2-on-1. Rudy, right side feed to Elizard. He shoots, and it's blocked out of play by Michael Richardson. Corner kick Invaders with 14:19 to go in the first period.
Good early start right away. We're trying to capitalize on our defensive and then just attack, get good counters going. And you saw there, we just about had one.
Granitza, I thought, caught napping a little bit there. Normally, he won't let you get that close to him.
He's playing a little lackadaisical. I think the whole Chicago side, they're just... we came out with a lot of adrenaline. It's going to last for a long time.
Of course, the Invaders remember the fourth quarter of Game 4.
Exactly.
41 seconds in, nothing on the scoreboard. Number 41 for Canton, Bobby D'Annunzio to put it in play. From the right corner, through the box, off of Elizard. Bobby centers right between the legs of Rudy Pikuzinski. Randy, after the loose rebound, got inside of Richardson. The feed up front, knocked away by Granitza. Bobby D chases it down at midfield. Referees tonight, Steve Siamos and Joe Rudy on the field. And Slavko Ostić working as the alternate referee in the box tonight. Randy Pikuzinski against Granitza, left side midfield. Dishes back to Bobby D'Annunzio near the Invader yellow line. Batata with him over on the right side to brother Mike D'Annunzio, and back in the Invader defensive zone in the goal box it comes to the keeper, Jamie Swanner. Jamie, winner of 17 of his last 20 decisions going back into the regular season. Swanner out across the yellow line, out near the midfield circle, pushes ahead for Rudy Pikuzinski, posted up. Top of the arc, marked very tightly by Michael Richardson. Pushes ahead for Elizard. Elizard working on Hall off the wall. Randy can't get the shot. Dishes back to Michael D'Annunzio, and he put it in the crowd out of play. And it'll be a goal kick for Chicago.
Good start by the boys. A lot of pressure on the Chicago team, and they're not dealing with it too well right now.
Line change for both teams. The front three of Steve Frick, Alex Tarnozzi, Marcelo Carrera for Canton, joined defensively by Denzel Antonio and Mike Paxos. And Chicago will counter with Victor Yakovlevich, Tommy Izaroff, Albert Adade, Zoltan Massaros, and Derek Bujak.
Again, for the second line to come on, it's important that they start with the same intensity as the first line did.
Simpson, long lead for Bujak. He can't control it. Carrera moves the other way. Ball poked, but taken by Tarnozzi. Alex down the middle. He shoots. Save made. Rebound up in the crowd by Carrera. Simpson made the save on the initial drive by Alex. Carrera got to the rebound, but got under it a little bit.
Just a bit. The ball was pretty high in the air when he tried to strike it.
Simpson outside the box to Izaroff, and back in the goal box to Simpson, who scoops it up. Simpson outlet left side midfield. It's Bujak. Dishes back. Ball knocked away from Massaros by Carrera, but it sails into the penalty box and will belong to Chicago. Nothing on the scoreboard. We're still in the first 2 minutes. Izaroff chips it into the Invader zone, and Paxos had it knocked up in the air. That's going to find the girders. Touched last by Canton. It'll be Chicago's possession at the Invader yellow line. And somebody rolled Massaros on the right side of the box.
We won't say any names.
I'm not sure who did it. I just saw him fall down.
I think it was Paxos.
12:59 to go in the first period. Up Paxos knocks Bujak down. No call, and coming the other way, Tarnozzi. Tarnozzi is taken down by Albuquerque, and that'll draw the whistle of Steve Siamos. I think Bujak did a little bit of an acting job down there. He made that look worse than it was.
He tried to pull the Granitza, and it didn't work.
Paxos shovels it ahead. It's over Carrera's head, and it'll be taken by Albuquerque in the Chicago zone. Oscar left sideboards ahead midfield. Masaros knocked away by Antonio. Iseroff will chase it down in the Chicago zone. Carrera on him. Into the goal box to Simpson. Now he can't pick it up, and the outlet comes out to Albuquerque and now to Iseroff on the right side. 12.5 minutes to go, first period. Midfield, it's Bujak against Paxos. In the middle it comes to Masaros. He's got 3 invaders around him, but finds Albuquerque. Ahead to Iseroff. 3-point drive blocked in the air. And Swanner out to head the ball away from Masaros. Iseroff tries to center. Bujak knocks it over the glass out of play. And that'll be a goal kick, Invaders.
You can see the intensity Jamie's playing with. He came way out, just try to head that ball and clear it.
Whole busload of folks in from Chicago.
Good showing.
And Crazy George came in from Memphis. He's down here with his Memphis Storm shirt on. I know that team isn't going to win tonight. George tells me that he's gone to some other playoff games. Whichever team's shirt he wears wins. We tried to get him an Invader shirt, and we didn't have one big enough for him.
Lucky.
But as long as he keeps the Memphis shirt on, we figure he's at least neutral. Bobby D'Annunzio in the Canton zone against Joe Pavlik. Back to Swanner. 12:08 to play. Nothing in the first period. Swanner pushes ahead. Elizard at midfield. Leaves it for Randy Pikuzinski. Randy working on Hall, retreating toward the Canton yellow line. Dishes back to Bobby D'Annunzio. And he'll sweep it away from Pavlik. Back to Swanner. Ahead to Randy Pikuzinski. Lead for Bobby D. Got down the right side behind Pavlik. Bobby D in the Chicago zone. Spins out of the corner. And taken down in the trip foul will go against Joe Pavlik. Rudy Pikuzinski to trigger it in for the Invaders. Pikuzinski with his brother Randy, Elizard and the D'Annunzio brothers out there for Canton. Rudy outside to Michael D. Shoots, hit the post. Rebound comes out to Batata for Chicago. Batata marked by Randy Pikuzinski. Dishes back to Richardson. Richardson on the left side at the yellow line to Hall. Hall a couple of steps forward. Pushes ahead. It's going to be intercepted by Rudy Pikuzinski. Rudy trying to get around Batata. And he feeds ahead to Elizard. Rudy around Batata. Elizard pushes to Randy. Randy centers, and he missed Elizard up in front of the box. Elizard working in a double team in the corner. Chacho trying to back it out. It's poked away by Hall and taken by Granitza at midfield. Granitza on the move. Feeds Pavlik. Intercepted by D'Annunzio, but knocked right back to Granitza, and now Batata. Batata, middle of the floor. Right side feed to Granitza. Granitza working on Bobby D. And back to Batata. Over in the right corner to Pavlik. Pavlik back outside to Batata. Couple steps in. He shoots, and Swanner with a save. Jamie thought about the lead left and now throws right at midfield to Mike D'Annunzio. Mike in a foot race with Batata. Ball poked away, and Mike will be called for pushing off. I wondered how he got through there. Pavlik made a mistake. Elizard to Rudy. He shoots. It's wide. Rebound to Bobby D. He shoots. It's blocked by Hall. Bobby chasing the rebound. Can't get there. Hall comes up the floor for Chicago. He'll lose it, and he goes down on a trip by Randy Pikuzinski. They both started to lose their balance, and Randy kind of fell on the back of him.
Yeah, just caught him on the heels a bit.
10:39 to go, first quarter. Nothing, and this is intensity like you're never going to see it. Both teams really jacked for this one. Granitza to put it in play, right point, off the wall. Batata trying to turn, looking for the feed, through the goal box, knocked away. Bobby D did a good job on Batata. And Elizard, after the loose rebound, dishes back to Mike D'Annunzio in the goal box for Swanner. Jamie will scoop it up and shovel straight ahead at midfield to Rudy Pikuzinski. Rudy working against Iseroff. Long lead for Carrera, knocked away by Granitza, but Randy back to Rudy. Rudy in the zone, he put it out of play. Goal kick Chicago, 10:17 remaining. Invaders with excellent pressure in the early minutes of this first period.
And Chicago's, they're not woken up yet. I think they're starting to come into it. They've crossed midfield a few times now, but I think we've gotten a lot more chances so far.
The key with those, though, is you want to take advantage of them. Simpson dishes out to Iseroff. Back in the goal box to Simpson. He'll pick it up. Shovel it out to midfield. He wants Bujak. Went right between his legs. Paxos pokes for Tarnozzi, but it's headed away by Masaros. Bujak to Masaros. Masaros down the left side. Left-footed shot kicked away by Swanner. Tarnozzi flicks the rebound out to Carrera. Carrera lets Albuquerque clear on D. Lead down the right side, Tarnozzi. But Iseroff will get there first. Can he clear? He gets it out to Albuquerque. Poked by Carrera in the corner. Marcelo shot. No. Rebound coming out left side to Frick. Fricky fronted by Albuquerque. Takes to the middle and taken down by Albuquerque. And the trip foul will give Canton possession. Carrera to put the ball in play with 9:40 on the clock in a scoreless first period. Fricky working up front by the net. Tarnozzi out on the side. Carrera over to Paxos. He shoots. It's blocked by Bujak. Antonio trying to get around Bujak. Takes it into the corner. Can he get to the ball? Yeah, he can. Now Denzel with a spin back outside. Ball poked by Bujak, but it's cleared back to midfield to Mike Paxos. Paxi against Massaros, and he'll back it up to Swanner. And again, the Invaders will look for some room to operate against this Chicago team.
We showed some patience now. I think we're playing a bit too fast, but I think we're going to calm down and just try to control it more.
Swanner with a lead, and Frick got mugged by Iseroff, and that draws a whistle.
I thought that was a foul for sure.
9:12 to go, first period, 0-0 here with 1480 WHBC, Canton, Ohio, radio home of the Invaders. Paxos to Carrera, but it's knocked way long by Albuquerque. That's going to be a three-line violation. That would have been a three-line violation from the fourth row of the stands back there. 9:09 to play, period one. They'll put it in play at the yellow line. Carrera, right side feed to Antonio, back in the middle to Marcelo. He shoots. It's blocked by Massaros. Massaros tries to clear it, hits Bujak. Bujak controls, and he lost it from behind to Tarnozzi. Now Frick trying to get between players. Lost his balance. Ball picked up by Bujak, poked by Carrera, but taken by Massaros for Chicago. And back in the goal box to Simpson. He shovels it ahead. Bujak back to Simpson. Simpson cannot pick it up with his hands. Dumps it out to midfield. Tarnozzi gets a head on it to Frick. Fricky, good ball. Wisely backs it up, I think, to Antonio.
That was a good ball.
Antonio blows by Bujak into the zone, off the wall, loose up front, and a point-blank save by Simpson as he took it away from Tarnozzi on the near post. And you've got a whistle.
Chicago, I think.
I think Chicago had too many men on the field.
Yeah.
Whoever it was wasn't there long, because by the time I was looking, I didn't count too many, but somebody caught it, and the Invaders will be going on the power play. This penalty comes at 6:35 of the first period.
Chicago bench is doing a lot of arguing right now.
They always do, don't they?
They've made this mistake once before. That's what we want. We want them to get all flustered and start screaming at each other, and then we've got them in our pockets.
Well, the other time they made this mistake, it was even much more flagrant.
Yeah.
The other time they made it, they almost had 7. There is no shootout on this. There is a power play. It'll be a 1-point goal if they score. 1-minute power play. Co-scorers and Oscar Prozano make their first appearances in the game on the power play, joining Marcelo Carrera, Rudy Pikazinski, and Charlie Elizard. Carrera's got the ball for the Invaders, leaves it for Pack. Oh, there's a steal by Iseroff. Iseroff had the ball knocked away by Skouras. Excellent play by Skouras to get back and help out there. That could have been serious trouble. Yeah. Iseroff, Yakovlevich, Michael Richardson, and Hall, the penalty killers for Chicago. Skouras right side at midfield for Canton. 36 seconds left in the penalty. Left side to Carrera, back to Skouras on the right. In the midfield circle to Pisano. Oscar working the point position. Right side feed to Skouras. Go in the zone. The feed for Rudy. Blocked out of play by Yakovlevich. And with 24 seconds left in the penalty and 7:49 to go in the first period, Canton will have possession. Touchline right. Just a few feet, maybe 5-6 feet outside the Chicago yellow line.
We did a lot of work on this past 2 days. Hopefully it's going to pay off.
Neither team has scored a power play goal in the playoffs. Neither team has given one up. There's Skouras with a drive and a save by Simpson.
I think the key for us, once we make those shots, we got to get those follow-ups. The Simpson's bobbling the balls quite a bit tonight.
Long feed to Iseroff. Skouras pokes. Elizard deflects it to Carrera. 8 seconds in the penalty. Now you're looking at maybe getting a 2 while you're still in effect. A man up. There's Elizard. Left of the circle. Up front to Skouras. Penalty's over. Massaro serving the penalty back on. Pisano from three-point land, blocked by Iseroff. It'll come all the way back to the Canton yellow line. Swanner out to play it, so the Invaders 0 for 1 on the power play. Now 0 for 14 on the power play in the playoffs. Chicago is 0 for 10. Carrera, back edge of the midfield circle to Paxos. Right side at the stripe to Antonio. Back over to Paxos again. 7 minutes to go in the first period. Paxi ahead to Rudy Pikuzinski, working back to the net right side against Richardson. Rudy fires it across the floor, looking for somebody. Nobody there, and Hall comes the other way. Slide tackle by Antonio to take it away. Rudy Pikuzinski trying to move on his man, and Isarov knocked it away, but it goes to Carrera. Carrera trying to spin up front. Tarnozzi can't get it, but Paxos comes in. Bumped loose for Rudy. Rudy pushed by Richardson, and the foul on Chicago. Rudy Pikuzinski off the wall to Carrera. Carrera had the ball taken away by Hall, and then bumped out of play by Antonio. Now that hit somebody and went out. I think it hit a Chicago player.
It should be a corner kick.
Yeah, it is. If Marcelo can hold that pass right away up front, it's probably going in the back of the net.
Definitely. He was just in front of him too much. He couldn't get his foot on it, so he had to pull it back.
Well, he didn't try to get off the weak shot, because that's probably what he would have gotten from the original position. Fahmi El-Shami into the game for the first time for Canton, joining Tarnozzi and Frick up front. Paxos and Antonio defensively. You've got Granitza, Batata, Magic Celestin in for the first time for Chicago, and then the defenders are Isarov and Albuquerque. There's Paxos through the box. Fahmi El-Shami! Fahmi El-Shami deflects the feed in, and the Invaders lead 2-0.
There it is. It's just what we needed.
Time of the goal, 8:31. That's El-Shami's first of the playoffs. The assist of Mike Paxos. No, Antonio. Antonio, that's Denzel's first assist of the playoffs. Chicago wants a timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. The score, the Invaders 2, Chicago nothing. Into the upper part.
And Fahmi was telling me earlier his legs were feeling really heavy. He couldn't get him to move up, but he got his leg up for that one.
Tarnozzi, El-Shami, Frick for Canton with Paxos and Antonio. Hall, Granitza, Richardson, Celestin, and Batata. And Batata goes down on the push on Mike Paxos.
Right now you can see Granitza's playing in the back. Well, you can't see it. You can hear it. Granitza's playing in the back. He's trying to feed balls through to Batata so he can come through for Batata to pass the ball back to him and get that shot off.
Batata's shot. He was screened. Granitza bobbled the feed, and it's loose in the goal box, knocked away by Tarnozzi. Paxos clears long. That'll bounce to Simpson at the other end. I would think they would be stronger there with Granitza posting up back to the net, because you can't move him, and let him feed Batata.
Exactly. That's what I would go for, because Batata's a lot quicker and a lot better on the ball.
There's a foul on Frick as he got a piece of the leg of Celestin at midfield. Richardson will put it in play for Chicago. This is Michael Richardson. David hasn't played yet. Long lead, Granitza, right side in the Chicago zone. Flips it out to Batata. Now they're doing that.
Yeah, now he's floating up.
Batata in the corner. Shot blocked by Antonio. Rebound, bounced off Frick, and it was a handball as it rolled up his arm and across the hand. It'll be Chicago's possession. 5:52 to play. First period. Canton 2, Chicago nothing on the Fahmi El-Shami goal. And the Mike Paxos assist at 8:31. Granitza in the corner off the wall. And it went out behind everybody. It comes out the Hall left point. In the corner to Celestin. Poked away by El-Shami. Magic gets it back. Batata shoots and scores. Good assist by Celestin, and Chicago ties the game. Batata collects his 7th of the playoffs. Celestin has his first assist of the playoffs. The time of the goal is 9:17.
I think we should have been a little bit tighter matched up. We gave them just a little bit too much space, and they play a really good controlled game, and they can play in small distance, small areas.
It was an excellent feed, too. I mean, he just had to one-time it and bang. Jamie had a very little chance. Elizard moving through. Bumped by David Richardson. Ball loose in the corner. Comes free up front, but there's a foul and a penalty coming up on Charlie Elizard. I think Joe Rudy got him for boarding.
Yeah.
And this will give Chicago a shootout attempt and a chance to take the lead. Yakovlevich was the guy who crashed into the boards. The penalty will come at 9:32. .932 of the first period. Elizard will go off for boarding. This will be the first shootout opportunity of the game. should be Yakovlevich to take the shootout. So Chicago has just tied it, and they will have an opportunity here to try to move back, to try to move into the lead if Yakovlevich can connect on this one-point shootout. Chicago will also have a 1-minute power play, whether he scores or not. Here comes Yakovlevich. Swanner out. He shoots, and Swanner with a fade. Jamie got the left hand on the ball and saved it, and the shootout fails.
It's a good boost for the boys. Jamie's coming through early.
Hello to Bonnie, Becky, and Sean from Robin. A special hello to Patty, a little under the weather, I guess. Sorry you cannot be here tonight from Sue. Steve Frick would like to say hi and congratulations to Steve and Jill Radcliffe on their new son, Nicholas. Also hi to Grandpa Frick, Grandpa and Grandma proudly, and especially to Linda Eberhardt. Hope you're feeling better. Right now, the Invaders would be feeling better if they can kill this power play. Richardson in the middle to Albuquerque. Right side to Batata. Shot, kick, save, Swanner, rebound, Granitza scores. So the first power play goal by either team in the playoffs belongs to Karl-Heinz Granitza. And Chicago takes a 3-2 lead. The time of the goal, 9:39 of the period. Granitza gets the power play goal worth 1 point. Batata assists, and Chicago leads 3-2.
It was a good shot by Granitza. Jamie went down. Granitza just played the ball high into the net. We had two defenders on the line, but they couldn't stop it. It was just too hard.
Well, Jamie had to make the initial save, and then
he was still down.
He couldn't get back up that quickly. That brings Elizard back out of the penalty box, but they would have much rather he stayed in there a while longer and nothing go on the scoreboard. We have a whistle as they put the ball in play on the kickoff. And let's see what Joe Rudy's problem is. I think it's something having to do with a clock.
Well, now they're together. The clocks are in sync now.
I think he may just want to make sure which one's the official one. That is the official clock. Oh, they put the score on the wrong side. They gave the score to Canton on that scoreboard. Okay, that's... It is 3-2 Chicago. We have 5 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in the first period. Canton will put it in play on their side of the yellow line. They put that in play and then whistled it dead when he saw the problem with the scoreboard.
Now they got Batata playing, or Magic Celestin playing up front with Batata, and Granitza's playing midfield. I think what they're going to try to do is feed a lot of the balls through to the two top players, Batata and Celestin, for Granitza to come through.
Yeah. Bobby D'Annunzio clears. Celestin got a piece of it. Randy knocked it away, deflected by Batata. Bobby D'Annunzio ahead to Rudy Pikuzinski to Elizard. Elizard pushed down by Hall, and that foul will go on Chicago. Give Canton possession in the right side of the Chicago defensive zone. Rudy Pikuzinski out front to Mike D'Annunzio. Mike between the stripes, left side to brother Bobby. Over on the right to Randy Pikuzinski. Randy feeds to Rudy. Ball poked away. Rudy gets it back outside to Mike D'Annunzio. Michael, a couple of steps forward and back left edge of the circle to Bobby D. Right point for Randy Pikuzinski. Randy working against Celestin. Couple of steps in. Up front for Rudy. Poked away by Richardson. Patata clears it out for Celestin. Celestin on the move with Elizard. Magic and Chacho on the move. Ball poked away as Magic lost his balance, and coming the other way is Randy. Randy and Pikuzinski with his brother Rudy. Gets around Hall looking for the feed to Rudy up front. Taken down in the box by Richardson, and there goes the foul. It was before that. It was on Celestin as he took Randy down in the corner.
Yeah. He missed the first tackle and came back to get the second one.
4:19 to play, first period, 3-2 Chicago. This one is for all the marbles. Fifth and deciding game. Bobby D to put it in play from the right corner. D'Annunzio looking up front, puts it around the boards, just got it in before the 5-second call came. Ball poked by Hall. Randy fights for it with Hall. Hall pokes it out to midfield. Mike D'Annunzio will chase that down and I'll leave it for Swanner, who came out. Jamie taps it over to Michael D. 4:05 to go in the first period. Mike D'Annunzio ahead for Elizard. Chacho working against Celestin. They race down in the right corner. Shot got by Simpson, but came back out to Batata. Batata shovels it out to midfield to Celestin. Celestin on the move. Up to Granitza, and he couldn't control, and Swanner Cavils at Granitza could have caused some serious damage there, and he just muffed it.
It looked like he had far post, just enough to get one in.
Randy Pikuzinski ahead to Rudy. Rudy spin to get around two defenders. Up front, Michael across the box. He had to try the off-balance shot. Couldn't get it on goal, and Batata taps it into Simpson.
It's a great through ball by Rudy.
Simpson, long lead for Iseroff. Randy will get there first, poked away. Michael Richardson had it knocked away by Bobby D'Annunzio, but Bujak gets it back for Chicago. Iseroff, right side in the Canton zone, up front to Granitza. Granitza shots, hit the post by Bujak. Off the crossbar, and then knocked away by Mike D'Annunzio. Carrera can't control. Albuquerque dishes on the right to Iseroff. Iseroff bounces it in.
Whoa.
Batata plows into Swanner. Now, that was David Richardson, excuse me.
Came in there with a leg spread.
He'll get the foul.
Tried to scissor Jamie on the ground.
You don't want to do that too often in front of the goals. A, because of the referee, and B, because of the goalkeeper's teammates.
Yeah.
Alex Tarnozzi, left side midfield, but the ball knocked away by Yakovlevich. Simpson dumps it out to Albuquerque, out to midfield. Paxos will try to get out of a crowd there and come back the other way for Canton, and he is obstructed by David Richardson. Paxos will put it in play for the Invaders. 2:45 to go, first period, 3-2 Chicago. Mike Paxos asks for a little room, gets it, ahead to Frick. Frick back to the net, right corner in the zone, working against Iseroff. Fricky moves outside with it, cuts to the middle. Iseroff pokes it, but Antonio gets it at midfield. Antonio ahead for Frick, left side in the Chicago zone. Frick got inside, knocked down, and a foul on Iseroff for tripping. Fricky will put it in play for the Invaders. Chicago. Frick, shot deflected. David Richardson comes away with it for Chicago. Up the right side to Iseroff. Iseroff into the Canton zone around the board. Swanner will step in front of Bujak and take that away and shovel it ahead to Frick. Frick trying to get around a man, taken down by Yakovlevich, and that'll be a foul, and Fricky wanted a blue card there and didn't get it. 2:17 to play in the first quarter. Carrera, right side midfield to Paxos. Over to Tarnozzi against the boards. Back to Paxos at the midfield line, and down goes Carrera on the trip by Albuquerque. Chicago can be very thankful there's no 6-foul rule in this game.
Oh, definitely.
They've committed. They'd have about 2. They have it twice by now. Paxos fires it wide. Carrera after the rebound. Centers. It's hit the crossbar. And McCutcheon bounces on the loose ball after dodging the bullet by Carrera. Long lead. He was just throwing it away. And Antonio comes back for Canton. Under 2 minutes. Minute 55 to go. Antonio pushes for Tarnozzi. Yeah. He shoots it far. From either Antonio or Carrera. It's 4-2 Canton. The goal at 13:08.
I'm pretty sure that was a through ball by Denzel. Came off the boards. Alex made a good timed run. First time hit. Nice low shot right under the keeper.
And it is Antonio's assist. Tarnozzi's 6th goal of the playoffs. Antonio's first assist. 4-2 Canton. Pavlik trying to make it back in a hurry, but the ball taken away by Mike D'Annunzio. Lead for Rudy Pikuzinski in the Chicago zone off the wall. Granitza blocks it and then feeds it back to Simpson. Ahead to Batata. Batata run down by Elizard. Pavlik had it poked away. Batata dumps it in, but it's off the chest of Randy Pikuzinski, who controls for Canton. Randy, right side of the midfield circle. Back to Mike D'Annunzio. Minute 20 to go, first period. Invaders lead 4-3.
All we need to do now is just keep the ball, kill the quarter, and just keep that lead for now.
Bobby D'Annunzio backs it up to Swanner. You don't want to make the mistake and give it back to him again.
Yeah.
Swanner will come out. Swanner outside the yellow line. Dishes long, a minute to go in the period. And Richardson puts that one out of play, and that'll be at the yellow line for Chicago. Randy Pikuzinski to put it in play for the Invaders. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. Canton 4, Chicago 3. Randy chips it over for Rudy, but it's over his head and over the glass as well. Goal kick Chicago. Canton goals by El Shami and Tarnozzi, both 2-pointers. Chicago goals by Batata and Granitza. Karl Heinz's was a 1-point power play, and that's the reason for the difference. 4-3 in the score, favoring the Invaders. Simpson with the ball in the goal box. He'll send it out to midfield up the right side. That's going to be headed away by Randy Pikuzinski. And he just caught the photographer in the penalty box.
I think maybe the photographer is leaning over a bit outside the board.
Leaning out a little. If he snapped the picture, you'll be able to read the commissioner's signature on the ball. 49 seconds left in the first quarter. Canton 4, Chicago 3. Granitza puts it in play. Batata working back to the net in the zone. Turns, trying to move away from Bobby D'Annunzio, and Bobby sticks with him. Up the left, shot wide. And Richardson gets the rebound. He pushes off on Rudy Pikuzinski. Rudy down on the floor, pokes it back, but Hall gets it at midfield. Hall pushes to Richardson. 30 seconds. Richardson feed blocked out of play by Rudy Pikuzinski with 29 ticks remaining in the first quarter clock. Chicago will control. Touchline left in the Invader zone, about a third of the way deep. Batata will put it in play. Up front, Granitza knocked away by Mike D'Annunzio. Carl took a dive and didn't get the call. Here comes Elizard. It's 2-on-1 if they hurry. Chacho, great play by Richardson to knock it away. Michael Richardson, Rudy steps in front. Rudy double teamed on the boards, went down. Which way is this one going to go? For us. It's against Chicago. Outside, Randy shoots and a save by Simpson. It's loose up in the air, and Batata bicycle kicks it out to midfield. Bobby D'Annunzio will chase it down there. Right side to Mike D'Annunzio. 12 seconds to go in the first quarter. Rudy working back to the net. Rudy, bicycle kick, knocked away by Hall. Rudy centers for Elizard. It's deflected in the crowd with 4 seconds to go. Goal kick, Chicago. Simpson will put it in play. And barring a disastrous mistake by one team or the other, this quarter is going to end at 4-3. Simpson taps it out to Iseroff, and they're just going to be content to let it wind, and that's the end of the first quarter. At the end of one, the Canton Invaders 4, the Chicago Power 3, back in 1 minute. This season, Invaders will control the kickoff to start the period. Now, wait a minute. Oh, okay, Rudy's just resting over there. Wait a minute, Rudy, you can't play.
Yeah, he waits. That's his thing. He waits.
Okay.
To the last second and then goes in.
Frick, Carrera, Tarnozzi, Antonio, and Paxos for Canton. Massaros, Yakovlevich, Bujak, Albuquerque, and Iseroff for Chicago. Swanner has moved to the left side goal, and in the right side net, you'll find Mark Simpson. Antonio off the kickoff to Tarnozzi, back to Paxos in the Canton zone, and he'll back it up to Swanner in front of the goal mount. Jamie at a walk inside the box. Now he'll come outside with it. Bujak backs up with Paxos. That gives Swanner room to come out across the yellow line. Swanner pushes ahead for Steve Frick. Frick midfield. Knocked down and a trip foul on Iseroff.
Got to be careful. You hang on to the ball, especially now the way the Chicago's breaking us down. They just tactically just want to foul as much as possible, it looks like, just
they
to break
look like
momentum.
Yeah, right now.
Let's hope it doesn't get too wild.
Yep, Frick has it bounced back. Up. That was a tough ball for Denzel to handle. Massaros
good tackle, good tackle.
And a steal by Antonio. Here come the Invaders, 3-on-3. Antonio, left side feed to an open Carrera. He shoots, it's blocked. Turns, trying to get inside, and the ball dumped out in the corner. Frick controls, gets it away from Hall. And Fricky taps it off the sideboards back to Antonio. Antonio around one man, three-pointer deflected. Carrera trying to control, but Massaro stepped in front. That's a foul on Antonio as Massaros went down. And at 14:02 left in the first half, Chicago will have possession left side at midfield.
Albuquerque voicing his opinion with the referee. I think he's trying to get a blue card out of that. But I didn't think it was too much of an advantage for them.
No. Well, and it wasn't all that bad of a foul. Denzel made a legitimate effort to get at the ball.
Bob, you can see Jamie's got his new playoff or final game haircut.
Yeah, right. I noticed that. I was teasing him about that downstairs. Fricky flips it away from Bujak. Swanner comes out to play it, launches it out to midfield.
There we go.
Albuquerque almost misplayed that, and he never did get it to Massaros as Carrera deflects it to Antonio, ahead to Carrera. Well, there's a talented guy.
Unbelievable.
Marcelo to Paxos, ahead to Tarnozzi. He's got Frick open if he can get it to him, but the feed was blocked by Albuquerque. Frick had gotten behind Iseroff. Antonio, right side midfield to Frick. Frick trying to work his way around Iseroff. They fight for it. Frick taps it around the boards to Carrera. Carrera, yellow line, drive, deflected, and the rebound corralled by Simpson. Good job to get to the ball by Simpson there. Bujak, and he is fouled by Antonio.
Denzel's hot tonight. He's definitely letting those players know he's there.
Yeah.
That's what everyone has to do. If we play as hard as that, just keep it going.
They'll still know he was there tomorrow morning and the next day, too.
Maybe the week after.
Ball knocked away. It's at midfield. Albuquerque has it in the midfield circle, moves down the right side. Albuquerque into the Canton zone. In the corner, centering feed. Massaros had it bounce off Bujak and out of play.
Good call.
I think it hit Massaros, then Paxos, then Bujak, and went out. It's still a goal kick, Canton.
Good eye by the referee.
4-3, Invaders lead. That was the score at the end of the first quarter.
All we have to do is win each shift. Just don't let them score, and then we've done our job. You know, if it ends up 4-3, that's still a win.
They will take it.
Oh, yeah.
As long as we got more than they do. I have an idea there's going to be more scoring in this
I think
one,
so. It's going to be a little sporadic.
By both teams, yeah. Bobby D'Annunzio with it for Canton. Batata creeps over, and Bobby dumps it back to Swanner. Swanner shovels it ahead to Bobby D at the yellow line. Granitza waits for him at midfield. Boy, there's a matchup for you. Karl Heinz is about 3 times as big and twice as slow. Ball knocked away by Pavlik at midfield. Pavlik over to Brett Hall. Hall at the Chicago yellow line ahead to Granitza. Granitza takes it off his head, but that's going to be taken away by Randy Pikuzinski. Randy taps ahead to Bobby D'Annunzio. Good persistence by Randy to stay with that loose ball. Yes. Bobby on the move with Pavlik.
Good ball
through. He feeds behind Rudy. Rudy in the corner, ball deflected by Pavlik. Rudy hustles back after it. Pavlik takes a swipe at it. Bobby D gets it. Pavlik goes down. Foul is on Rudy as he rolled over Pavlik to knock him down away from the ball.
I couldn't see that. The support here was in my way. I didn't see what happened.
Rudy ran into him and obstructed him away from the ball, I think. I don't know if it was obstruction or pushing, but it was on Rudy. I know that. Long lead. Bad pass intercepted by Randy Pikuzinski. They come 3-on-2. Randy with a drive. No, Rudy with a header blocked by Hall. Then Hall dumps it out of play. That's delayed, and they'll put it in play at the top of the yard.
I definitely thought the ball hit Brett Hall's hand, but like they said, it was unintentional, so no handball in the box.
I wouldn't have called that.
No, it's a good non-call.
11:58 to play first quarter. Changed the first quarter shots for Chicago to 10. 12-10 Canton. Bobby D'Annunzio to put it in play for the Invaders. Bobby at the top of the arc. Right side to Michael D. Shot off the wall. Comes up way high and hit the girder. And that'll give it to Chicago.
Got to be a little bit sharper on our free kicks.
Yeah. Now this is interesting because they actually put it in play from their own red line. You don't see that very often.
Yeah.
4-3 Invaders with the lead. Chicago with the ball. We're in the second period. Hall will put it in play. Launches it into the Invaders zone. Bounces off the wall to Batata. Batata left side against Mike D'Annunzio. Back outside to Michael Richardson.
Granitza's floated up top again.
Right edge of the circle to Hall. Wanted Granitza, but Randy took it away. Here come the Invaders 3-on-2. Randy, left side feed for brother Rudy off the wall. He shoots just wide to the right side. Rebound comes out on the point to Randy. Randy working on Pavlik. Stops, lets Pavlik move by. Pavlik pokes ahead to Granitza. Granitza at midfield. To the right side to Batata. Ahead to Pavlik at the yellow line. Back to Granitza. Granitza, big drive. Diving save by Swanner to get the left hand on the ball.
That definitely looked like it was going in from here, Bob.
Karl Heinz had some mustard behind that one. There's a steal by Bobby D'Annunzio to pick Batata's pocket. Invaders attack 3-on-3. Bobby in the middle with Elazar to the left, Rudy to the right. Bobby marked by Hall. They take it up against the sideboards. Bobby trying to look for some room inside. There's not much room to go there. And he will back it around Pavlik and take it back himself.
Bobby D'Annunzio is the board master of the league.
Yeah, right side, Randy with a drive and a save by Simpson. Randy with a rebound, trying to move on Hall. Flips it around, knocked away, loose up front. Randy scores! Yeah! Woo! Talked about Randy's persistency going after loose balls, and that's what paid off right there.
Definitely non-stop, just kept going. Rudy was shielding the keeper, moved out of the way, and Randy just played the ball on the ground and went right far post. Simpson didn't have a chance.
Time of the goal, 4:14. It's Randy's third of the playoffs, giving the Invaders a 6-3 lead.
That's it. We just got to keep on top of it. Just keep plugging all through the game.
Elizard picking up the assist on that goal. The Invaders lead 6-3 as they score the first goal of the second period. There's a drive wide by Yakovlevich down at the Canton goal. And Albuquerque with a rebound up front to Yakovlevich, fronted by Frick to the right side. Double team, forced wide. Ball blocked away by Paxos. Frick tries to clear, and Tarnozzi dumps it out further to midfield. Albuquerque chases it down there for Chicago with Tarnozzi in hot pursuit. He drops it over to Izarov. Izarov shovels ahead. He wants Bujak. Paxos knocked it away and rolled into a significant portion of Derek Bujak as well.
I think a little of the Granitsa style is rubbing off on Bujak. That was about a 2.1 difficulty in the dive there.
It was a foul, but not as bad as he made it look.
No, not at all.
Masaros double team. Frick deflects to Tarnozzi. Tarnozzi got around Izarov. Here comes Carrera. Ball poked, but he'll keep it. Carrera drives. Shot just deflected wide by Simpson at the far end.
Good shot with Marcelo's right foot.
Here's Antonio outside the yellow line. Feeds on the left to Frick. 9:50 to go in the first half. 6-3 Canton. Fricky bounces it off and it won't get to Carrera. Bujak tries to clear. Paxos deflects. Bujak ran around, but Paxos called for holding.
Thought they should have called Bujak in the beginning for pushing.
9:42 to go, period 2. 6-3 Invaders with a lead. Chicago with the ball on their side of the yellow line. Now in the midfield zone. It comes out. It's Izarov. Pushes it ahead. Swanner out of the goal to play that. Taps it out to Tarnozzi. Whoops. Alex tried to get it to Frick. Masaros and Izarov are there, but Frick rolls it around the boards. Swanner out again to play it. Whoop. That rolled off the glass into the crowd, and it'll be a kick in for Chicago.
Chicago's looking for a delay of game. They're just
Not when it hits the glass like that.
Yeah.
Once again, fans, we remind you to...
Glad you saw it.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it hit the glass.
Yeah, it rolled around. It hit in the corner and rolled around and squirted out when the high glass ended there. 9:24 to go in the first half. Izarov in the middle to Albuquerque. Albuquerque down in the corner for Bujak. Bujak has Paxos to deal with. And now Carrera, the double team. The ball poked away to Tarnozzi. Tarnozzi coming forward for Canton. Pushes it long. He's in a foot race with Yakovlevich. Yakovlevich will get there first, spin around on the boards, and try to come out with it. Tarnozzi still staying with him. Ball deflected by Frick at midfield.
Great pass.
Yeah, Antonio knocks it back to Swanner, and the Invaders control. Mike Paxos ahead. Oops, that's intercepted by Batata. Knocked it to Masaros, and ahead to Batata. Paxos pokes it away from him, and Antonio will clear it off the boards. But Granitsa whiffed on the three-point shot.
Like to see that.
And Masaros takes it back. Granitsa got barely any of the ball. Masaros shot blocked by Randy Pikuzinski. Masaros forced back, and Randy will be called for pushing. You can't extend both arms like that and not get called very often.
You can't disguise it too well either.
No. 8:38 to go in the first half. 6-3 Canton. Invader goals by Elshami, Tarnozzi, and Randy Pikuzinski. Chicago with a two-pointer by Batata and a one-point power play by Granitsa. Michael Richardson, front edge of the midfield circle for Chicago. Batata in the right corner. Ball poked from behind by Bobby D'Annunzio. Frick the double team, knocks it away in the corner. Taken by Randy Pikuzinski. Randy
through the
taken
legs
down by Batata, and that'll be a trip foul on Chicago. Give Canton possession. A lot of fouls.
On behalf of the Invaders and myself, I'd like to appreciate or say thanks to all the fans who showed up today. It's a really good crowd.
Outstanding crowd, by far the best we've seen in this place this year.
Great support, and we really need it.
It's nice to hear the noise. Swanner, long lead. Bobby D off the side glass. Bobby's got Celestin to beat. Chips it up. Slapped away by Simpson. It'll be a kick in Canton. He was trying to get the header to Rudy, I think. And
little
Simpson
flick on.
Able to reach over and slap it away. 8:10 to go first half. 6-3 Invaders.
On that play, the keeper definitely has to make a decision whether to stay on his line or come out. And if he came out like he did and Rudy could have got a head on it, it would have went right over him, I believe.
Randy will put it in play for the Invaders. Rudy's down by the corner of the box. He wants Rudy. It's a little outside on the post, and it comes all the way out to the yellow line to Bobby D'Annunzio. Gets it away from Granitsa, back to Mike D'Annunzio. He's got Batata. Ahead to Rudy Pikuzinski. Rudy, spin move inside. Rudy in the corner, shot, save Simpson. Rebound, Rudy, kick, save Simpson. And the rebound taken away before Bobby D could do anything with it. Outlet to Batata, left side midfield against Mike D'Annunzio. Elizard to double team, and Michael D knocks it away. Elizard controls, and taken down by Batata, no call. Batata ahead to Granitsa, but swept away by Randy Pikuzinski.
Good work.
Chicago's ball. and Elizard just ran out of his shoe. Chacho will put his right shoe back on. We have 7:36 remaining in period 2. Fast Eddie, our bus driver, up here in the booth with us.
Oh, the boys love to see him come.
We welcome Fast Eddie to the broadcast booth. I don't know if I dare put a microphone on him or not, so we'll...
Censorship.
Maybe we can put the 7-second delay on. I think we have a problem that the ball is either not maybe losing. I think it's just got some dirt on it.
Can't play with a dirty ball, can we?
Joe Rudy will they'll clean that off. Well, that can affect the way it bounces or something.
It's got something on it. Could be anything.
The first guy that would probably ask for that to be wiped off is a goalkeeper, because if you're coming with a bounce there, it could affect the way it bounces and make you misplay it and allow a goal.
Especially if it's that skin lube some of the players use to put on their legs so they don't get rug burns.
That smells terrible, but it's better than having rug burns all over your legs.
Oh, it's not that bad of a smell, Bob.
Corner kick. Chicago. Well, near the corner anyway. It'll be Batata to put it in play.
Just trying to shut off all the passing lanes through.
Batata looking. I think they want Hall, and the shot blocked by Rudy Pikuzinski. Granitza better get there. Knocked away all the way back to Simpson. He plays it ahead to midfield. It's Michael Richardson. Over to Batata, pounded by Antonio. Batata back to Granitza. He's got Elizard on him, and now Celestin for Chicago. Celestin cuts to the middle, and a trip foul on Rudy Pikuzinski. 7:18 to play. I don't think Rudy was that upset with the call. I think he was upset that he went for the ball and didn't get it.
Yeah.
That was one of those like, oh, shoot, I didn't do it the way I wanted to, because he wasn't looking at the referee. And when Rudy has a problem with the referee, he's going to make sure that the referee knows it.
Yeah, tonight, a lot of his statement concerned the referees, not just to leave him alone, not to say anything to him.
Ball knocked away, deflects off the boards and off a body or two. Celestin over to Granitza. Off the wall to Magic. He knocked it over the glass, out of play. That'll be Canton's possession with 7:09 left in the first half.
It's good composed play by Chicago, but to no avail.
This really does look like a Dayton game with all the stoppages in play we've been having. A lot of balls going over the glass, a lot of fouls, a lot of really choppy kind of game, really broken up.
Typical final. Typical final. Semifinals usually the better of the games.
One of the keys in the final is to be able to adjust and play that kind of game.
Right.
Because if you can't, even though you were the better team in the season, you may run into problems.
Exactly.
So far, the Invaders doing all right.
If you can't dish out what you're receiving, then it's going to cause a lot of problems.
They lead 6-3. Swanner with the ball in the goal box. Out to Antonio. One touch right back to Swanner. Jamie will move it ahead to Frick, middle of the floor at the yellow line, and right back to Swanner again. Swanner will come outside the box. Swanner will come outside the yellow line. He'll send it up the right side of the floor for Tarnozzi. And shielded away from the ball by Yakovlevich. It rolls into Simpson. Simpson long lead for David Richardson, but he can't get to it. And Antonio, knocked it away. And he can't get it. Oh, somehow
Great
Swanner
save.
got back to that.
Unbelievable, Jamie.
Somehow Swanner got back, and I don't know how. There's a foul on Chicago then.
Yeah, Genzel's kicking himself.
Richardson got it away, and if he could have gotten the first shot off, had an open goal, but his back was to the net.
Yeah.
By the time he got turned around, he had a defender in his way, and then Swanner was able to scramble back and just get to it.
He did well. I think less hair on his head has helped him move quicker. Denzel's kicking himself for that pass. He tried to get it first time back to Jamie, but didn't put enough pace on it.
Yeah, Swanner ahead. Tarnozzi off the sideboards for Paxos. Paxos pushes ahead for Alex again. Yakovlevich got it in the middle. Paxos fights for it. They dump it out front of the goal. Frick almost stole it. And he got ridden away by Yakovlevich, and it's Izarov at midfield. Ahead to Bujak. Stolen by Antonio. Antonio around Yakovlevich with the ball stolen back by David Richardson.
Thought for sure that may have been an obstruction by
Bujak
Yakovlevich.
centers. It's knocked wide, and Swanner smothers it just inside the box before Albuquerque could get there. Long lead to Frick down the left side with Izarov in the Chicago zone. Fricky waiting for some help. Izarov pokes it away. And Fricky goes down. And a trip on Izarov.
That was a good call. The referees waited to see if we were having an advantage when Marcelo went to get the ball. But
5:41 to play, first half. 6-3 Invaders. Canton will have it from the left corner in the Chicago defensive zone. Carrera, Frick, Tarnozzi, Paxos. There's a ball loose up front. Granitza knocks it away. Now the D'Annunzio brothers are in on defense. Celestin with it. Again, Carrera, Frick, and Tarnozzi up front. You've got Iseroff. Well, they're changing now.
Yeah, we got to get the rest of the changes on.
Celestin, Granitza, Batata, Richardson, and Iseroff. There's Celestin. Right side to Batata, one-timer wide. Granitza could not get there, and Granitza will be called for pushing off in the box. And he decides to give Fricky another little push as he walks by. 5:17 left in the first half. 6-3 Invaders. Mike D'Annunzio dumps back in the goal box to Swanner, right back out to Michael D. And back to Jamie again. Granitza watching the proceedings.
Rudy and Chacho are back in.
Yep. So's Randy. Randy's got the ball on Batata. Back to Swanner again. Swanner will pick it up. Out to Rudy at midfield. Flips it over Richardson ahead to Elizard. Elizard against Celestin. They take him down in the corner. Up front to an open D'Annunzio shot and a save by Simpson. Michael D. Ball cleared by Granitza. Batata with Randy in hot pursuit into the Canton zone. Batata in the right corner. Up front it comes to Celestin. Magic Man over on the right to Iseroff on the point. Iseroff off the wall. Granitza. Ball poked by Elizard once, twice. Iseroff around the boards. And Swanner steps in front of Granitza and finds the ball there. Swanner, long lead, headed up in the air by Celestin. It'll stay in play, but Randy tries to control, knocked away by Iseroff. But Mike D'Annunzio clears right to Celestin. Granitza can't get it, knocked away by Bobby D'Annunzio. Cleared to midfield.
2-on-1.
2-on-1. Elizard with Rudy. Elizard feeds. Rudy scores!
Yeah! Great ball.
As good as you can do a 2-on-1.
That's it. That was just brilliant play. 2-on-1. Chacho faked the shot. Played the ball far post. Rudy's waiting. Keeper came out on top. Rudy made it. Tip it over.
Time of the goal is 11:02. Rudy Pikuzinski, Elizard's second assist of the game. And Chicago has called timeout. 3:57 to play in the first half. We'll take a 30-second break. The score, the Canton Invaders 8, the Chicago Power 3. That'll be coming up at halftime. 3:58 to play in the half, and the Invaders up 8-3. Good goal, Nick.
Oh, definitely. It all started from the back. Great defensive work from the back. Really worked hard to get the ball through, and it was just going around crazy in the back. We just played it forward. 2-on-1 situation, and we converted. That's the kind of chances we have to take advantage of and just put them away.
Brett Hall for Chicago. Feed headed away by Elizard. Rudy trying to get around Hall into the zone. The ball swept away and corralled in the box by Simpson. Outlet right side at the yellow line. Coming up the floor is Yakovlevich. Yakovlevich and over to Albuquerque. Left side in the Canton zone. Ball knocked away by Mike D'Annunzio. Bujak. Yakovlevich centers. Intercepted by Randy Pikuzinski. Ahead to brother Rudy. And back to Randy. Invaders doing a good job helping out in front of their own goal.
Oh, yeah.
David Richardson knocked it away. He and Randy tangled legs. They both went down. Long lead for Elizard. Came away from him off the sideboards, but Chacho gets it back. Good move to get around Albuquerque. But then the ball knocked away. Taken back to the Canton yellow line by the Invaders. Bobby D'Annunzio over to brother Michael D. 3:06 to play first half. 8-3 Invaders. Mike D'Annunzio pushes ahead for Rudy Pikuzinski. Rudy back to the net, right side. Flips it in the middle. Nobody home in front of the goal. And Simpson corrals it. Long lead. Intercepted by Randy, but it's knocked out of play by Randy.
Good anticipation.
Yeah.
That's it. We just got to hang on to this lead now. Just keep pounding at them.
Keep hacking away. They can score in a hurry. We know that.
You can't give up at all now. It's just got to keep
the intensity has to stay where it is, and that's white hot right now. 2:54 to go in the first half. 8-3 Invaders. There's Denzel with a poke away from David Richardson. Carrera over to Frick. Frick back to Antonio. Antonio, long lead. Carrera too far, and it's corralled on one bounce by Simpson.
Nice ball. I thought for sure Marcelo was going to try to get a little head on that.
He almost laid that right in Marcelo's feet. Simpson shovels it ahead. Yakovlevich to Albuquerque. Albuquerque forward. Ball poked by Antonio. And Tarnozzi clears, but that one's in the crowd behind the Invader bench.
A little more communication to Alex. I think he could have played that back to Jamie.
I think so. I think Jamie wanted it. 2:28 to go in the first half. It is 8-3 Canton. Canton with 4 points in each of the first two quarters. All three of Chicago's came in the first. Right now, Carrera, ball headed away by Iseroff. Tarnozzi position on the boards, and then Iseroff will be called for pushing.
Good Well done. Get in front of him, draw the foul. Well done by Alex.
The key on that is timing. If you get there too quick, you're going to get obstruction.
Exactly.
Swanner with the ball in the goal box for the Invaders. Shovels it ahead to Frick at midfield. Fricky against Iseroff, and he'll back it up inside the Canton zone and back to Swanner. 2:10 to go, first half. 8-3 Invaders. Lead for Paxos. Paxos got around Buzak down the left side. Paxos shot, hit the post.
Wide.
Rebound comes out to David Richardson, knocks it in the middle. Paxos is going to leave that for Frick. Frick up front to Tarnowski. Ball knocked away by Yakovlevich. And Paxos will be called for the trip. As Yakovlevich went sprawling.
I thought for sure he's going to pull a blue card on that.
That was close, but they've had a few the other way that have been about that way, and they haven't called him either.
Consistency's been really good.
So far.
So far. Chicago
Cross your fingers.
Chicago would tend to disagree with me at this point, but
Chicago disagrees with anything that doesn't go in their favor, though. You see, here's Batata. Speaking of disagreeable, here's Batata right side at midfield to Granitza. Back to Batata. Frick in the corner. Paxos poked it away. And here comes Carrera out for Canton. They dump it long. And that was a three-line violation by about a foot.
A little late call. I thought for sure he was going to let it go. Everyone were playing together really well tonight. One good family.
Minute and a half left to go in the first half. 8-3 Canton. Chicago with possession. Middle of the floor at the yellow line. Batata, the trigger man for the power. Left side to Richardson. Drive off the wall behind Granitza. Tarnowski clears to Carrera. Here we go again. Carrera's got Batata to be taken down by Batata. That's going to bring a penalty out.
Definitely.
Now that was a penalty. Whoa! What do you do? Just throw the water bottle?
Yeah, I think Chicago's throwing little water bottles at the referee.
No question about the call. I don't know. No, absolutely no question.
Definitely.
It's at 13:43, the tripping penalty on Batata. Left in the first half. 8-3 Invaders, and Carrera trying to add to that lead. Simpson is ready. Carrera is ready. Simpson comes out. Carrera moves. He scores. He made one little deke and that froze him, and then he drilled it into the left corner.
Exactly. Threw his weight to the right. Simpson went for the fake. Placed the ball to Simpson's weak side. Great goal. Great goal. Good composure.
Marcelo Carrera's shootout gives the Invaders a 9-3 lead. The one-point tally at 13:43 of the second period. 6 goals in the playoffs for Carrera. The Invaders will now be on a power play. They failed on their first one.
Costa Skora is back in the lineup.
Go on the power play with Rudy Pikuzinski, Marcelo Carrera, Charlie Elizard, and Bobby D'Annunzio. The penalty killers for Chicago: Victor Yakovlevich, Brett Hall, Michael Richardson, and Tommy Iseroff. Chicago will get the kickoff because Canton scored in the shootout, and they almost stole it. And they did steal it. Here comes Rudy. Off the wall to Elizard. He put it in the crowd.
Great ball off the boards from Rudy. Unlucky with the shot on Chach.
Chacho a little unfortunate there, but I tell you, you're not going to get a better ball off the wall than Rudy just gave him.
Maybe the shock of such a beautiful ball.
You don't see him that often. I tell you, you kind of want to look at those and admire him for a while, but you got to snap a shot away. Ball launched to midfield, but Bobby D heads it to Rudy, trying to get around Hall. Simpson out to head it away, but Skouras is back to take it. Skouras with a drive. Handball on Richardson, but they don't call it. It hit him in the hand. I think that was more protection than anything else. 36 in the penalty is Skouras on the move. Knocked down by Iseroff. Centering feed by Rudy. Dumped out of play by Yakovlevich. And that'll be Canton's possession. 48 seconds left in the first half. 31 in the penalty. 9-3 Invaders. And Canton on the power play. Skouras to put it in play from the right side. Skouras up front. Rudy lets it go to Bobby D. Bobby didn't have the shot. Dumps it over. Was headed away by Hall. And Skouras gets it back at midfield. Back to Swanner. 21 in the penalty. Swanner shovels ahead to Carrera. Left side at midfield. And the Invaders move again. Elizard through for Rudy. Knocked away by Richardson. Rudy knocks it back. Jumps over Hall. Gets it back out on the point to Carrera. 9 in the penalty. Carrera, ball knocked away by Michael Richardson. Bobby D knocks it back with nobody there, and Hall clears to Richardson. Chicago on the counter, 18 in the period, an open man, and went right through Iserov's legs. He turns back outside. Penalty is over. They've killed the penalty, but now only 10 seconds left in the first half. Hall, right side, it comes to the midfield zone to Yakovlevich, 5 seconds and a half. Yakovlevich dumps it in. Bujak turns, fires wide, and that's the end of the first half. At halftime, the Canton Invaders 9, the Chicago...
Invaders fans, on your feet and a big hand for your Canton Invaders. Shots on goal in the second period for Chicago, 5. That brings the first half totals to 15. For Canton, 13 shots on goal. First half totals, 25. Saves for Chicago in the second period, 5. The first half totals to 10. Saves in the second period for Canton, 1. Totals to the end of the first half for Canton, 5. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our Hartley's Challenge. Our young people that are coming out onto the field as they...
Line up on the kickoff a little. Granitsa's usually back at the yellow line, and Batata in the circle, and now they've done it the other way around. Batata is back standing at the yellow line, and Granitsa will be putting the ball in play with Celestin in the midfield circle. I don't know if they have some kind of a gadget cooked up here or not. Canton will have Elizard, Pikuzinski, D'Annunzio, and D'Annunzio. Interesting matchup, Elizard and Celestin. They know each other from Haiti. They're both from there. I'm sure they've faced each other outdoors many times. I would be willing to bet this is probably the first time they've gone head-to-head in the indoor game. Chacho has not played nearly as much indoor as Magic has, but Chacho has given a good accounting of himself in the first half with a couple of assists. Both pretty feeds to the Pikuzinski brothers. Nick Lane has rejoined us. What did Timo have to say to the guys downstairs?
Just concentrated on what we were doing. Matching up defensively, good work ethic, and watch the back post. If we can get it in the back post, too many times we're caught flat, like in front of the goal. There's 3 guys in one line, and the balls are coming back behind us.
The book on Simpson is that he cheats away from the back post.
Right.
The thing that amazes me is that Chicago doesn't know that. Everybody else in the league does.
So we're
trying to figure it out yet.
We're trying to get some boys on the post, some out in front of Simpson, so we can get that far post.
They made a switch on the kickoff we talked about before you got up here. Granitsa up front and Batata in the back. Ball pushes it forward into the Canton zone. Celestin moving right side. Ball picked away by Elizard. Ahead to Rudy Pikuzinski and back to Bob D'Annunzio. Right side at the Canton yellow line to Randy Pikuzinski and back to Mike D'Annunzio. The Invaders are going to take some time here. They're not going to really sit on the lead, but they're going to make sure they don't commit the big mistake and get caught up front. Swanner in the goal box. Granitsa comes over on him. Jamie shovels it out to midfield. Nobody home there. Celestin will take it to the Chicago yellow line and move forward. Left side to Hall. Hall into the Canton zone with Elizard. Off the wall, Granitsa scores. And very quickly, Chicago climbs right back in the game. Just 47 seconds into the third quarter. Granitsa asserts himself, and we got a game again.
Granitsa's been proving himself off the boards.
Yellow line, and Granitsa will be putting the ball in play with Celestin in the midfield circle. I don't know if they have some kind of a gadget cooked up here or not. Canton will have Elizard, Pikuzinski, D'Annunzio, and D'Annunzio. Interesting matchup, Elizard and Celestin. They know each other from Haiti. They're both from there. I'm sure they've faced each other outdoors many times. I would be willing to bet this is probably the first time they've gone head-to-head in the indoor game. Chacho has not played nearly as much indoor as Magic has, but Chacho has given a good accounting of himself in the first half with a couple of assists. Both pretty feeds to the Pikuzinski brothers. Nick Lane has rejoined us. What did Timo have to say to the guys downstairs?
Just concentrated on what we were doing. Matching up defensively, good work ethic, and watch the back post. If we can get it in the back post, too many times we're caught flat, like in front of the goal. There's 3 guys in one line, and the balls are coming back behind us.
The book on Simpson is that he cheats away from the back post.
Right.
The thing that amazes me is that Chicago doesn't know that. Everybody else in the league does.
So we're trying to figure it out yet. We're trying to get some boys on the post, some out in front of Simpson, so we can get that far post.
They made a switch on the kickoff we talked about before you got up here. Granitza up front and Batata in the back. Ball pushes it forward into the Canton zone. Celestin moving right side. Ball picked away by Elizard. Ahead to Rudy Pikuzinski and back to Bob D'Annunzio. Right side at the Canton yellow line to Randy Pikuzinski and back to Mike D'Annunzio. The Invaders are going to take some time here. They're not going to really sit on the lead, but they're going to make sure they don't commit the big mistake and get caught up front. Swanner in the goal box. Granitza comes over on him. Jamie shovels it out to midfield. Nobody home there. Celestin will take it to the Chicago yellow line and move forward. Left side to Hall. Hall into the Canton zone with Elizard. Off the wall, Granitza scores. And very quickly, Chicago climbs right back in the game. Just 47 seconds into the third quarter. Granitza asserts himself, and we got a game again.
Granitza's been proving himself off the boards. The ball came off the boards. He turned. Nice shot. Matching is going to be tough. We have to pick the ball up earlier when it comes from Chicago's defensive end. If we just wait and wait and wait for them to pass, it's going to hurt us.
Granitza from Hall, the official time 46 seconds into the period, and we have a 9-5 game. That is just exactly what the doctor did not want to see happen.
I don't think it took too much out of us anyway.
We'll see, but it's not so much what it took out of us. There's a steal by Hall. Batata ridden away by Antonio and a foul on Antonio. I don't think it's a concern so much as what it would take out of us as what it pumps into them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
14:02 to go, third quarter, 9-5 the score. Granitza with his 13th of the playoffs. There's a shot off the wall wide. Comes out Batata to Richardson. In the corner, Celestin. Celestin back to Richardson. His drive is high off the crossbar. Back out on the right side at midfield. It comes to Brett Hall. Frick in hot pursuit. Hall back to midfield. Frick still with him. Frick deflects. Hall chases it down against the boards. Backs it up into his own zone. Tries to move forward, and Frick's going to get called for a tripping foul. And Chicago will put it in play. Touchline left, a little bit outside their own yellow line.
Good sportsmanship there. They shook hands with each other.
Yeah, good hard play.
I like to see that in these little war games.
Richardson right side at midfield with Carrera. Ahead for Granitza. Granitza back to the net on Paxos. Back outside to Richardson. Richardson pushes it in for Granitza. Granitza trying to spin. Lost the ball. Tarnozzi clears, but you've got a holding foul on Paxos. And that'll give it to Chicago. Oh, about 8 feet outside the right side of the goal box. 9-5. Invaders with a lead. It was 9-3 at halftime, and Chicago drew first blood in the second half early at 46 seconds. This is still anybody's game. Batata to put it in play for Chicago. Batata through the box. Celestin to Granitza. He shoots. He scores! And it's a one-goal game just like that in the first minute and 40 seconds of the third quarter. Time of the goal, 1:39. Celestin with the assist, his second of the game. Granitza has a hat trick. 9-7. And timeout called by Canton. 13:21 to play. And Zoltan Massaros. Canton to control the kickoff.
I think it's important for the top players, the more attacking-minded players, to shut the passes off from Chicago's defenders so they don't get to Granitza.
The reasonably comfortable lead at halftime is now all of a sudden just a one-goal advantage. We're not even 2 minutes into the third quarter.
Long way to go. Great attendance tonight.
36-36. 3,636. That's great to see. Now we got to get a win in front of them. Swanner, long lead into the Chicago zone. Rudy lets it go. Knocked away by Yakovlevich. Cleared out by Albuquerque. It'll bounce in the crowd on one hop, and the Invaders will control it midfield. 12:47 left, third period. 9-7 Invaders. It was 9-3 at the half.
Oh, this game.
Mike Mike D'Annunzio back to Swanner at the yellow line. Swanner steps forward. Canton just needs to get control of themselves again. Swanner all the way out to midfield. Masaros comes over. Swanner had it knocked away in the zone by Yakovlevich. Long lead. It's past everybody, and Swanner will get back and scoop it up in front of the goal.
What we're trying to do is, when Jamie gets the ball on the right side, when he's well out past the yellow line, we're trying to get the two forwards to switch, make switching runs so Jamie can play the ball to his left side, diagonal ball to his left.
Elizard was fouled by Iseroff. Randy Pikuzinski taps it around for Rudy. Rudy working on Albuquerque, back to the net left side. Albuquerque with a poke, but he got the leg too. Rudy will put it in play from the left corner. Rudy asks referee Steve Siamos for a little room. He wants Albuquerque to back up, and he will. Rudy off the wall, loose in front, swept away by Iseroff. Bobby D'Annunzio chases it down for Canton, taps it back to Swanner in front of the Invader goal. Out on the right to Randy Pikuzinski, back to Swanner in the goal box. Back to Bobby D, back to Swanner. 12 minutes left, third period. Mike D'Annunzio on the right, back to Swanner in the goal. Swanner still in the box, Sends it out to midfield. He wants Rudy. It's over his head in a three-line violation.
I thought for sure Rudy got it with his hair, but they're not counting that.
Nope. Iseroff to put it in play. Right side, Yakovlevich. Snap drive, knocked away. Randy steered it out to midfield, but Iseroff dumps it back in. Randy has position on the boards, trying to get away from Yakovlevich, and Yakovlevich had a piece of the jersey. And that'll give it back to the Invaders. 11:40 to play third period. Randy on the move for Canton. Randy Pikuzinski, back edge of the midfield circle, ahead to Steve Frick. Fricky into the Chicago zone, stops and lets Bujak clear by, and back out to Antonio. Line change coming in for Canton. Randy's out, Tarnosi's in. Antonio dishes back. Swanner in front of the goal. Left side at the yellow line to Paxos. Mike forward for Carrera, left side in the zone. Off the wall, it came out behind everybody, and Celestin on the move for Chicago. Celestin midfield, shovels it ahead. Iseroff on the run, right side, centering feed, and a shot by Bujak and a save by Swanner. Danny with a long lead for Frick. Clears around Celestin. Frick into the Chicago zone, around one. He shoots it at the post.
Great shot.
Oh, did he blow past Bujak? There's a steal by Tarnosi. He shoots it wide to the right side.
Now we're starting to see the Invaders of the first half.
Batata comes out with it for Chicago. On the right to Iseroff. Iseroff leaves it for Granitza. Granitza ahead for Batata. Bump back, Iseroff. Ahead to Batata in the middle. Iseroff knocked away. Granitza and a save by Swanner.
Dangerous. We got to stay matched up on Granitza. You can't be alone in the box.
Here comes Carrera with Celestin. Carrera down the right side. Stops to the middle. Poked away by Hall. And Batata comes the other way for Chicago. Deflected for a second, but Batata got it ahead. And Celestin down the right side. He shoots wide. Rebound, Granitza knocked away. And Frick will come out with a loose ball at midfield for Canton. Flip it over on the right side for Tarnosi. Tarnosi in front of the Invader bench ahead to Carrera. Carrera posted up on Hall. Hall pokes it away, and Richardson dumps it back to Simpson. 10 minutes to go, third period. Lead to Batata at midfield, and he got pushed by Antonio. 9-7 is the score as Chicago puts the first two on, but the Invaders settling down. I think next goal is going to be of paramount importance.
Oh, definitely. We needed this intensity from the beginning. A little bit of a slow start as far as defensive.
Hall with the ball for Chicago. Ahead Granitza. Posted up. It's bumped back out to midfield. Hall over to Richardson. Richardson shovels ahead. Batata had it knocked away by Antonio. Richardson gets it back. Deflected by Randy Pikuzinski. Taken back by Batata. At midfield for Chicago. In the circle to the Magic Man. Celestin picked up by Frick. Left side to Batata. Batata forward for Granitza. Knocked away by Paxos. But Paxos will be called for holding.
All Granitza does fall like a tree.
Yeah.
He usually gets a lot of those calls.
He's also very adept at holding and not getting caught.
Right.
Batata to put it in play for Chicago. Left corner, outside the box. Granitza with a shot. Save Swanner. Squirted away. And centering ball knocked up in the air by Randy Pikuzinski. Hall dumps it to Batata in the left corner. Batata had it knocked away by Randy Pikuzinski and taken by Steve
Great
Frick.
non-call. Let the ball play.
Frick feeds left side to Antonio at midfield. Antonio on the move with Richardson. Cuts to the middle. Splits defenders. Ball poked by Celestin. Randy took it back. Celestin got it away. Celestin ahead to Batata. They got a 2-on-1. Batata and Granitza. Batata shot. Granitza scores. and the game is tied. And Granitza has all 3 goals in the second half. Granitza from Batata ties it at 9-9. The time of the goal, 5:56. Karl-Heinz Granitza has single-handedly took control of this game. 9-9 tie with 9:04 left in the third quarter. The 6-point lead has evaporated. Rudy Pikuzinski back to Bobby D'Annunzio at the Canton yellow line. On the right to Mike, ahead to Bobby D. Bobby D, ball will be taken away by Iserov. Chicago with a 3-on-2, knocked away by Mike D'Annunzio. Iserov gets it back. Now Bobby D steals for Canton. Ahead to Rudy, trying to split defenders to Elizard, taken away by Yakovlevich. Zoltan Masaros, left side at midfield for the power. Chicago controlling the ball much better in this half. Iserov into the Canton zone. Back to Albuquerque at midfield. Bad pass taken away by Bobby D. Slide tackle by Yakovlevich to knock it away, but Mike D'Annunzio controls in the invader zone. Mike D'Annunzio in the box, moves out with it. Left side midfield to Bob D'Annunzio. And back to Swanner again. 8:10 left in the third period. The game is tied 9-9. Swanner will bring it ahead. Swanner outside the yellow line. Swanner all the way to midfield. Swanner will let it fly. It goes past the goal. Shot by Randy wide. Elizard rebound. Randy couldn't control the rebound again. Knocked away by Bobby D at midfield. Loose to Iserov. Knocked away by Mike D'Annunzio. Bobby on the move. Right side feed. Elizard to Rudy. Oh, he hit the crossbar. He had him beat. Randy with a drive. Blocked by
great combination.
Didn't get in because that didn't stay out because of Simpson. The crossbar got in the way of that one. 7.5 minutes to go in the third quarter, 9-9. Randy Pikuzinski. Rudy got taken down in the box. No call on Albuquerque. Long lead out to Granitza. Knocked away by Mike D'Annunzio. And loose in the box, but corralled by Swanner. Swanner, long lead. Carrera had it knocked away by Batata. Batata, left edge of the circle. Right side to Celestin. Celestin to the Canton yellow line. Magic picked up by Rudy down to the right. Shot blocked by Randy Pikuzinski. Headed up in the air by Mike D'Annunzio. Celestin looks up front. Richardson knocked away by Rudy. And eventually controlled by Carrera. And here come the Invaders, 4-on-3. Carrera left side to an open Bobby D. He shoots. He scores!
Trying to do it, looked like it worked. Keep the ball, be patient, just knock it around. Then when Chicago puts a lot of pressure on, we try to play the ball behind them. And you saw we had a good 3-on-2 break. Marcelo Carrera getting the ball in the middle. We got 2 guys on the outside. He plays the ball on the left side. Bobby D'Annunzio gets a shot off. A little confusion in the box. Rudy shielded the keeper to Granitza. We're going to have a lot of success because Granitza definitely isn't going to chase us back. He doesn't track too well, and he's not a great defender.
The crowd back to life.
It's good. We need that. We got to get the boys going again.
Invaders lead 11-9. 6:45 to go in the period as Chicago has it in play on the kickoff. Batata, back edge of the circle, knocked away by Carrera. Hall chases it down in the Chicago zone and feeds in front of the goal to Simpson. Simpson outlet, right side Batata, back in the box to Simpson. Simpson with Frick, he's got a problem, gets it out to Batata. Batata on the move at midfield, stops, backs up a little. Batata still with the ball, shovels it ahead for Granitza. Granitza and Paxos will be called for holding.
I think it's going to be a lot better if Mike can just let Granitza hold the ball there on the outside and make him play it back. Then I think he's done his job. As long as Granitza doesn't turn and get a shot off,
Batata to put it in play.
Invaders, and the staff would like to congratulate the Invaders Director of Sales and Community Relations, Monica Pasci, on her graduation today.
Here's Batata. Up front, Granitza, big drive, blocked by Carrera. Loose up front, Granitza shot again. That was deflected. That one by Paxos. Swanner out of the goal. He's got Batata to deal with. Pokes it free. Dumps it out to midfield.
Ball. Well done by Jamie.
He can use his feet for a keeper.
Yeah, he's really good with his feet.
All ahead, and Frick got dragged down by Batata. And Batata, of course, comes up crying to the referee, as he usually does. But the call goes the way it should have gone, in favor of the Invaders. 5:58 to go in the third period. 11-9 Canton. Paxos ahead to Frick. Frick midfield, left side against Michael Richardson. Fricky. Granitza comes over along the boards, and Fricky backs up a little and then backs it over to Antonio. Denzel, Canton yellow line. On the right side at the stripe, it comes to Tarnozzi. Back to Antonio. Granitza got a piece of that pass, but Carrera will still take it at the Chicago yellow line. Carrera, ball poked away by Hall, but Antonio gets it back. And it'll stay in play. Batata heads it back in the Chicago zone. Celestin chasing it. Carrera with him. Celestin goes down. No call. And now they will make the call.
Oh, my.
On Carrera.
I don't believe it. Don't like that one.
Simpson, long lead for Batata. Batata has some traffic clearing by, and he stops at midfield. Dishes back to Hall. Hall, right side to Albuquerque. Albuquerque ahead for Granitza. Granitza, and a pushing foul on Paxos again. 5:12 left in the third period. Batata to put it in play for Chicago. Granitza camped down in front of the goal. Batata looking inside. On the left it comes to Albuquerque. Albuquerque slapped away by Swanner, and Antonio flips it out to midfield. Iseroff will dump it back to Simpson. Simpson has to play that with his feet, and he dumps it ahead for Iseroff. And he pushes ahead for Granitza, left side in the Canton zone. Granitza back to Celestin in the middle, on the right to Batata. Batata moves in on Elizard. Centering feed. Granitza couldn't get there because of good defense by Paxos. Here comes Tarnozzi the other way. Tarnozzi launches it into the Chicago zone. Simpson will come out and play it. He knocks it out. Celestin lost it to Rudy, and then it was taken back by Albuquerque.
If he could have played that ball to his left to Chacho, he was trying to. That was definitely a goal.
And to Batata. Batata had the shot, didn't take it. Denzel knocked the ball away then. Albuquerque, right point, David Richardson. Richardson with a shot wide, and you've got a foul as Antonio called for tripping David Richardson after the pass. 4:22 left, third period. Canton leading, but only by one goal, 11-9. Playoff intensity all the way tonight.
It's picking up again for us.
This is the big enchilada. The winner gets the trophy. The loser, they'll forget about it in a couple of years. Batata to put it in play for Chicago. Right side of the Invader defensive zone. Paxos, Antonio, Tarnozzi, Elizard, and Rudy Pikuzinski for Canton. Batata, David Richardson, Granitza, Albuquerque, and Iseroff for Chicago. Batata's speed blocked. They get it out to Rudy Pikuzinski, trying to get around Iseroff. Can't quite do it. David Richardson lost the ball to Tarnozzi, and a foul on Richardson. Tarnozzi feeds right side at midfield. Antonio ahead to Elizard. Chacho in the Chicago zone. The drive wide to the right. Chacho got the rebound away from David Richardson. Rudy Pikuzinski hammered. And a foul on Chicago with 4:01 to play.
Again, referee made a good call. Chacho had the ball, played it through. He got fouled, but we got the ball again. Good advantage.
Bobby D'Annunzio is on along with Mike D'Annunzio. Bobby for Rudy, and he put it up in the crowd. Goal kick Chicago with 3:59 left in the third period.
Another tasty set piece.
Oh, man, oh, man.
Koskoris is back in the lineup.
You've got Michael Richardson, Celestin, Yakovlevich, Hall, and Buzak for Chicago, yeah. Trying to find the fifth guy. Simpson outside the yellow line ahead. It's going to be intercepted by Bob D'Annunzio, but he knocked it right to Celestin. Celestin stops at the yellow line, back in the midfield circle to Hall. Hall moves to the left side, across the yellow line. Into the corner, off the wall. Ball poked by Mike D'Annunzio and then corralled by Swanner.
Jamie again on the near post. It's really important. Near post is everything for him.
And Michael not giving Bujak any room to work with over there.
Good defensive work all around.
Swanner in the front of the goal mouth comes out with it. They will not mark the keeper. And Jamie will come out across the yellow line. Magic starts to slide over. Jamie sends it long for Rudy in the corner. Rudy back to the net, left side in the Chicago zone. Turns to face the goal, dishes out to brother Randy at midfield. Randy moves up for Skouras. Skouras back to Mike D'Annunzio. Mike D'Annunzio ridden away by Yakovlevich. Celestin gets it at midfield. Celestin moves forward into the Canton zone. Skouras marking him closely.
Yeah.
Celestin retreating. Randy over to help out. They dump it back to Hall. Hall marked by Rudy Pikuzinski ahead to Michael Richardson. 2:45 to go in the quarter. Richardson to Yakovlevich, back to the net outside the corner. Left side it comes to Celestin. Magic marked by Skouras. Backs up to the point. Celestin up front for Bujak. Back to Celestin, left side. Celestin at the yellow line against Skouras. Up front, Bujak knocked away. That was Yakovlevich. Skouras with a steal. It goes to Randy and a foul on Chicago on Bujak for holding.
I thought he was going to let that play go on. Could have been a good advantage for us.
Here's Mike D'Annunzio. Long lead knocked away by Hall. And Bobby D able to knock it away, but into the Chicago bench. It'll be Chicago possession. That one almost picked off Karl Heinz. Granitza says, fine, you're going to get me on the bench. I'll come out on the field and see what happens. He's had a very productive third quarter. Invaders hope to put a rapid halt to that. And as soon as Granitza comes out, Mike Paxos comes out. He will play with Antonio defensively. Randy Pikuzinski, Frick, and Carrera up front for Canton. 2:10 left in the third period. Invaders lead 11-9. Batata shovels in for Granitza, knocked away by Paxos, but there's a foul on Mike Paxos. Paxos is saying, hey, he's elbowing me, and he was. Batata will put it in play just outside the box for Chicago. Dangerous place defensively for Canton. 2:07 to go, third period. 11-9 our score.
Granitza's just waiting for this pass from Batata.
Yeah.
But if anyone's going to get that ball, Denzel's going to.
Batata, he tried to shoot it. It was blocked by Randy. David Richardson, Hall, took a dive and got the call. And it'll go back to Chicago with 2:02 left in the third period. 11-9 Invaders. Batata from the right point area to put it in play for Chicago. Batata would like a little bit more room, and they'll back Randy up a step or two. Batata up front, Granitza back to Batata, but Granitza fed it the other way.
Here 3 on 2 if we can get it.
Frick,
good ball.
Pushes ahead from Randy Pikuzinski. Randy trying to get around Richardson, cannot do it. Batata controls, and now Chicago's got a 2-on-1 the other way. Batata with Granitza. Antonio got back. Frick knocks it over on the side. And it comes over to David Richardson. Richardson up front for Batata. Batata turns. Looking for the shot. It isn't there. On the right, Richardson. It is there, and it's wide to the left. Rebound out. Randy Pikuzinski dumps out to midfield. Gets around Batata. It's a 2-on-1 the other way. Randy with Frick down the right side. He shoots no. Frick after the rebound had it knocked away by Richardson. And David Richardson taken down by Frick. And the foul on Frick. Minute 19 to go, third period. Invaders leading 11-9. 1480 WHBC, radio home of the Invaders. Don't go away. We got a dandy on the burner here.
Classic and final.
Oh, yes. Simpson with the ball for Chicago. He comes outside the yellow line with it. Launches it into the Canton zone for Granitza. It squirts away in the corner. Paxos got there first, chipped it up in the air. And Marcelo Carrera heads it out to midfield. Iseroff will get it back for Chicago. 57 seconds left in the quarter. Iseroff ahead, headed up in the air by Batata. And Swanner will take that away from Granitza. Granitza threw an elbow at the side of the face of Mike Paxos and got away with it. Right side midfield, Rudy Pikuzinski. Rudy pushes ahead for Tarnozzi. Tarnozzi marked tightly by Iseroff, and he dumps it over to Antonio at midfield. Denzel, with Batata on him, pushes ahead right side for Carrera. Carrera with David Richardson at the midfield stripe, tries to move around him, does! Carrera into the Chicago zone, 3-on-2, shoots! Yeah! fact, you know what really made that? Marcelo able to get around. He got obstructed on the boards, but the referee saw that he had it, and if he broke through, he had a breakaway, gave him the no call, and he got it down and scored.
That was the referees have been doing all night. They've been trying to let the advantage go on, and they did again in this situation. It was a great non-call. And I think another important factor was the two guys on top. We had, I think, Alex and Rudy playing up front, drawing the defenders towards the back post, and the keeper had to slide to the back post. He had to make a decision whether to go face the ball or play off the players, key off the players.
Second goal of the night at 14:39 of the third, and the Invaders up 13-9.
It's a great shot.
Havlik is back in for Chicago with Yakovlevich. He takes it down the right side in the Canton zone, bumped away up front, headed away by Bob D'Annunzio. Carnozzi dumps it out to midfield. Izarov dumps it in, sent right back out by Mike D'Annunzio. Skouras ahead of Tarnozzi. Tarnozzi in the Chicago zone. His shot, no. Rebound came out behind Skouras. Albuquerque sends it the other way, knocked right back by Rudy Pikuzinski. And the period is over. And the score, the Canton Invaders 13, the Chicago Power 9. We come back in 60 seconds.
Well, I'm having a terrible day. The Jaguar broke down and I had...
Down-to-earth price. If you want the royal treatment, get a York electric heat pump. Call Crown Heating and Cooling at 499-4988. Because when all is said and done, your home is your castle.
After 6 innings, the Cleveland Indians leading the Minnesota Twins 3-1. Bob?
Thank you, Roger. Boy, we had some fireworks on the Chicago bench. Just
Went out and started arguing with Simpson about coming out to the ball. Let the defenders mark the attackers. Rudy and Alex, who were sitting outside the box on the far post. And Simpson just lashed back at him, and Batata's got quite a temper, so he let him know who had seniority on this team. Right now, we need to come out, start with that intensity, keep it going.
Invaders will have Rudy Pikuzinski, Randy Pikuzinski, Charlie Elizard, Bob D'Annunzio, and Mike Paxos.
Because Granitsa's on.
Yeah, Chicago has Granitsa, Batata, Celestin, Michael Richardson, and Hall. Canton will control the kickoff. The Invaders will attack from our left to our right across your radio dial in the fourth quarter. 13-9, Invaders with a lead, and 1 quarter left to go.
Looks like Batata and Granitsa are going to be playing up front now. Trying to get that combination going again.
You would think. Rudy dumps it back to Bobby D'Annunzio. Ahead to Randy Pikuzinski. Randy forward for Elizard. Elizard bumps it off the wall, but it'll go in the goal box where Simpson will scoop it up. Simpson pushes ahead. It's Michael Richardson in the Chicago zone. Left side midfield to Batata. Batata across on the right to Celestin. He flips it back to Hall at the Chicago yellow line. Left side midfield, Michael Richardson. Back edge of the circle to Hall. Right side at the stripe to Celestin. Midfield circle, it's Hall again. And on the right to Celestin. Back to Hall. Left side to Richardson. Richardson back to Hall. They keep creeping up a little bit with each pass. Hall, left side to Richardson. Richardson back to Hall again. We played 50 seconds of the fourth quarter. Richardson ball blocked by Rudy Pikuzinski. Hall sweeps it over on the right to Celestin.
That's what I'm talking about. If we can get those passes blocked before they get to Granitsa, we're going to do all right.
Right there was a case of it. Batata tried around the wall to Granitsa. Bobby Dean knocked it away. Celestin gets it back to Hall. Chicago still controlling the ball more than I'd like them to.
Yeah, they're just being patient. We can do with that. If they want to play the ball in the back, let them.
Celestin, right side at the yellow line. Dumps it in the goal box. It's wide. Rudy Pikuzinski controls for Canton. Rudy, good move. Fake Batata out. And
we got numbers now.
Randy, yeah. Randy into the Chicago zone around Celestin. Takes him down. He shoots. Scored! Woo! It bounced off Hall and went in, and the Invaders lead 15-9. The goal, 1:28. Randy Pikuzinski should get the goal, and I'm not sure. I would think unassisted, but I'm not sure.
I can't remember who he got the pass from.
Randy dumped it. Randy fired it in, and it hit.
I think it was Richardson and hit. Richardson
hit Hall on the side of the foot and went in.
number 41.
Bobby D'Annunzio gets the assist. They chase it in the Canton zone. Swanner grabs it away from Granitza. Took it away.
We got a 2-on-1 here.
Long lead to Carrera. He's got Frick with him.
Good
he
ball
feeds
off
it
the
open.
boards.
Frick down the left side. Fricky had the ball knocked away. Good defense by Michael Richardson that time. Coming the other way is Batata. Batata stolen by Carrera. Carrera flips it away. Richardson knocks it back, but Antonio will get there. Nope, Granitza got there. And it's Batata over to Celestin. Midfield, Magic into the Canton zone. Granitza posted up front, turns, and Swanner with a save against the post. Out to Antonio. Antonio working on Massaros. He'll back it up to Swanner. Swanner will shovel it ahead for Carrera. Carrera got blasted by Michael Richardson in the foul on Chicago. Canton has scored on 3 of the last 4 shots that they have taken in the game. They're back up to the 3-goal lead that they had at the half now. 15-9. Remember, it was 6 points at the half.
Now we're just trying to be patient, wait for those openings.
Carrera turns, he shoots, it's wide to the right. Frick takes the rebound down, working inside of Batata. And the ball poked away in the double team by Izrov, and then Antonio launched a howitzer into the seats.
A little bit lower. That was bending into that corner, upper right-hand corner.
12-11 left in the game, so Chicago got 3 unanswered goals. The Invaders have come back with 3 unanswered. Great stuff here.
Unbelievable.
Al McGuire would like this stuff. Here's Simpson working it outside to Izarov. Back to Massaros, back to Izarov. Back in the goal box to Simpson. He's got company back there with Elizard. He launches it long, and Pavlik could not get it, but it bounces back to Albuquerque. Albuquerque, right side feed, Izarov, big drive, kicked away by Swanner, and then he bounces on the rebound. Jamie outlet. Here comes Bobby D'Annunzio up the floor over Elizard down the left side.
Yes,
he got around the man. He shoots. Great save by Simpson to knock it out of play. Chacho faked Yakovlevich into the stage.
Left his shorts hanging, that's for sure.
Oh, my heavens. Yakovlevich looked and said, wait a minute. He was here a minute ago. Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Good composure.
Corner kick from the left side. Bobby D'Annunzio to trigger it in. Rudy leaves it go. Michael D. right side to Randy Pikuzinski. His shot blocked by Izarov. Randy gets it back for Chacho. Tried to center right through the goal mouth. Knocked up in the air by Massaros. And it'll go out of play. Belong to the Invaders with 11:25 left.
The boys know it may never get a chance like this again. They have to give it their all.
Randy Pikuzinski up.
Unlucky.
He tried to roll it around the glass, and it ended up in the stage. It'll be a kick in for Chicago. Now, that's not a goal kick because it was outside the flag. So they'll have to put it in play from this touchline. Roll it in the goal box to Simpson, and accomplishes the same thing anyway. And he'll put it on the floor and come out. Simpson pushes to midfield for Pavlik. Knocked away by Mike D'Annunzio. Taken by Mike D'Annunzio in the middle for Randy Pikuzinski. Randy, heel flips it back to Rudy. And back to Bobby D.
Great individual control Randy has.
Bob D'Annunzio knocks it away from Massaros to Swanner, who touches it ahead to Mike D'Annunzio. Back to Jamie, and out on the left side to Bobby. Bobby's got Massaros on him. Under 11 minutes, 10:53 left in the game. Invaders lead 15-9. Jamie Swanner ahead. Bobby D'Annunzio spins across the yellow line. Bobby picked up by Massaros. They'll back it up to Swanner again. And ahead to Randy Pikuzinski, and back to Swanner one more time. And Jamie ahead to Bobby D. Clears past Massaros. Gets past Yakovlevich.
Good ball.
Ahead to a wide open Elizard. He shoots. He missed it wide. He had to get rid of it in a hurry.
Unbelievable. Great idea. One touch. The keeper was coming out to Chacho on the right side down by the boards. The only thing he could do was play it over his head. Great idea.
Massaros at the Chicago yellow line. Midfield circle to Yakovlevich. 10:16 to go. Granitza's back on the floor. He's got the ball over to Yakovlevich in the middle at the yellow line. His shot slapped away by Swanner. And Jamie is warming to the task.
Yes, he's getting hot now.
Izarov stolen by Randy Pikuzinski. It's a breakaway. Randy down the left side. He shoots. He had it knocked away, but Elizard gets it back. Elizard, Antonio pops it over, and Simpson dumps it away. Randy hesitated a little.
Yeah, he had the guy's beat. He stopped the ball, and they both went down the ground. He tried to play it to Chacho, but somebody got there. Something on it. I couldn't see.
9:42 left in the game. Batata left-sided midfield. Back to Albuquerque. Ahead to Hall. This is their scoring line. Hall down the left side. Centers for Granitza. It came out behind him. And Rudy Pikuzinski clears for Marcelo Carrera in midfield. Carrera up the left side. Shields the ball away from Hall and then gives it at the yellow line to Antonio. And Denzel will back it away from Batata and back to Steve Frick. And Fricky at the yellow line to Paxos, ahead to Antonio. Denzel back to Paxos again. And over to Swanner. Granitza in hot pursuit. Swanner chips it long for Carrera. Goes over both he and Hall, and Michael Richardson controls for Chicago. And Celestin had trouble with the pass. Antonio knocked it away. Hall clears, but it'll be Carrera at midfield for Canton. Left side to Tarnozzi. Alex on the move. Frick, give and go for Alex, knocked away by Batata, controlled by Simpson.
Great ideas. Things are starting to happen for us. We're being a lot more patient with the ball, just waiting for those chances. Good defensive tracking by Steve Frick.
Batata in the zone. Kick saved by Swanner on the shot from not a real good angle, really, but he really didn't have any help.
Again, Jamie shutting off the near post. A little battle with Granitza, Mike Paxos, and Jamie. They're both hitting Granitza, giving a little shoving.
Here's Granitza with the ball. Turns, shot, blocked by Mike Paxos. Centering feed, knocked away by Antonio. And then Tarnozzi clears to Carrera. Carrera down the right side. Shovels the hit. Whoop, missed Frick with the pass, and Celestin comes the other way for Chicago. Left side to Batata. Batata with Bobby D'Annunzio after him. The two little guys go at it, and Bobby will get the foul. Batata pushes away on Bobby D. And Carrera says, come on, buddy, you don't have to do that. 8:03 left in the game. 15-9 Invaders. Batata to put it in play from the left side. Batata would like 25 feet. They won't give it to him.
Tell him this isn't outdoor.
No, look where he was. Batata. Richardson shot blocked by Carrera. And it hit the rafters. That'll give it to Chicago at the yellow line. Exactly 8 minutes left.
I don't see too many empty seats anywhere.
No, not very many.
Even on the stage, the what end is that? North end?
West end.
The west end?
We're in the north end. Batata to put it in play for Chicago. Right side to Hall. Hall, drive no. Granitza couldn't control the rebound. It's shanked off his foot out of play. Canton will have possession.
The crowd loves it. 1-1 tie.
That's right.
Or was it a 1-0 lead?
It was 1-0 because that was Jamie's shutout. Bobby D'Annunzio to put it in play. Launches it ahead for Rudy Pikuzinski. Rudy trying to get around Albuquerque. Bounces it off the wall. Loose. Still loose. Simpson can't get it. And Yakovlevich comes away with it.
Come on, Chuck.
Izarov, Granitza. Granitza poked away by Paxos.
Great stuff. Mike's doing really well on Granitza this quarter.
He's doing a good job. Izarov with it. Izarov backs it outside the yellow line. Left side it comes to Albuquerque. 7.5 minutes to go. Granitza working inside, turning up, and that time he got dragged down by Paxos. No question about that holding call.
He's so big, if he leans back on you, it looks like you're pulling him down. He's done it to so many defenders. So.
Oh, yeah, long time.
Yeah, nothing new.
What is the guy, 38 years old? He's been around a while.
But he's doing well, leading scorer.
Albuquerque will put it in play for Chicago from inside the left corner spot. Albuquerque outside. Izarov with a drive. Blocked away by Paxos. Massaros controls, and he had to hustle to get it away from Elizard. And now it's blocked away by Elizard. Yakovlevich will get it back, but Tarnozzi will control and tap it back to Bob D'Annunzio.
Again, patience. We're just going to keep the ball and wait for those openings. We've got no pressure to score right now. As long as we have the ball, they can't do anything about it.
7:05 left in the game. Ahead to Rudy Pikuzinski off the wall. He took it back, blocked by Albuquerque, and coming the other way is Yakovlevich. Yakovlevich pushes ahead Granitza, poked by Paxos, deflected by Tarnozzi, and smothered by Swanner, and Granitza plows into Swanner. Jamie taps him on the shoulder and says, okay, Carl, dangerous play. Carl does not acknowledge the
sarcasm.
Yeah. And Carl doesn't want to give him much room, and now they'll back him away. Swanner taps it out to Bobby D. Back to Swanner. He'll pick it up. He'll run right next to Granitza.
Love it.
And throw it out to Bob D'Annunzio. 6:40 to go.
Nice shot, Bobby.
Bobby into the zone. Centers up front. It bounced off Izarov and then hit Randy. Came all the way back to Granitza at midfield, and he dumps it over to Batata. Chicago moves in with 3 men. There are 4 Invaders back. Izarov shot no. Granitza put the rebound in the cheap seats.
At this point, I got to give Mike Paxos Defender of the Game award. He's doing an unbelievable job creating a lot of pressure for Granitza. Granitza If you give him a step, he's gonna bury you. So
He's
Mike's
a big
there.
horse. He likes the muscle, and the only way you can deal with him is to dish it back.
Right. Mike's got a lot of strength. He's not as tall and as bulky as Granitza, but he
Lead. Trying to become the first team to clinch at home. Mike Paxos moves forward. Mike Paxos across midfield. Batata slides over and Paxi ahead. Carrera dishes back for Antonio, right side at midfield. Antonio, whoops, the ball knocked away by Batata and taken by Celestin.
It's a good idea to play it back to him.
6:10 to go. Celestin through the midfield circle. Left side feed to Hall in the Canton zone. Off the wall. Rebound squirted away from Swanner. Antonio clears. Michael Richardson will get it back at midfield for Chicago. 5:58 to go.
We're doing well. The ball gets played back to the defenders, Chicago, and we're moving out to close it down.
Here's Batata down the right side. He shoots just wide to the left.
That guy's got an unbelievable shot.
Yeah, he does. And like Granitza, he unloads it in a hurry. Long lead, Antonio.
Great ball.
Randy Pikuzinski clearing down the left side. Up for Frick. And Frick couldn't chase it down in the corner. Now Hall taps it out, but Carrera will control. 5:33 left. Carrera, middle of the floor, yellow line, between defenders to Randy Pikuzinski. Randy takes it in the corner with Celestin. Randy stops, and he'll back it up. Stops, turns toward the net, drops it over to Frick. Frick, middle of the floor at the yellow line. And back on the right side at midfield to Antonio. And on the left side to Randy Pikuzinski. And Randy will back away from Richardson and back it in the Canton zone to Antonio. Antonio will shovel it away from Batata and Granitza ahead to Paxos.
He must have at least 25 passes off by now.
5 minutes left in the game. Paxos ahead to Frick. Frick in the Chicago zone. Back to the net against Celestin on the left side. Fricky up front to an open Tarnozzi. He hit the post with a shot on the left.
Great stuff.
Rebound. Batata out to Celestin. Celestin dishes back. Hall had to wait on that on the left side. 4:43 left. Granitza against Antonio in the Canton zone. Oh, bad pass by Granitza. Knocked it right to Paxos. And Paxos
I think they're going to be looking for timeout now.
Well, Simpson's out of the goal box. Now he'll take it in, and they will call timeout.
All right, Invaders fans, it's time to get behind.
With 4:27 left in the game.
4 minutes and 26 seconds left. Chicago's pulled a 6 attacker, Oscar Albuquerque. Granitza's on top. Brett Hall's on top for Chicago. Celestin and Richardson are playing midfield.
And the Invaders, Paxos, Antonio, Tarnozzi, Randy Pikuzinski, and Bobby D'Annunzio.
Bobby's limping a bit. He's been injured past week ever since the last Chicago game.
He's going to come out, and I think Rudy's going to come in. Let's see, he can't come out right now. Well, yeah, I guess they will let him go out. Bobby's out, Rudy's in.
Bobby has played every game.
He has played very courageously the last couple.
I know he's in a lot of pain tonight.
It won't hurt as bad if his score holds up.
You're going to forget everything.
Yep. But the matter at hand, Chicago with the 6th attacker. Let's see what happens. Yakovlevich with the ball for Chicago. Midfield circle to Albuquerque. He's got the goalkeeper shirt on, and now Yakovlevich, that's Batata. Batata, ball blocked by Rudy Pikuzinski, and it goes into the stands. 4:14 left.
We got to keep in mind, keep the back post covered. Let the boys on top run around trying to knock the ball.
Batata, Hall in the corner off the wall. Granitza couldn't get the shot. Hall centers. No. Tarnozzi will clear. It hits Rudy in the back of the head, and Richardson gets it back to Albuquerque at midfield.
Granitza's trying to figure out what's going on with his shooting today.
Well, here is Celestin in the left corner. Under 4 minutes, 3:57. Shot by Richardson. Kick save Swanner. Tarnozzi dumps it out to midfield. Albuquerque gets it back again.
Instinctually, Alex is trying to hit the ball downfield. He's scored quite a few 6 attacker goals.
There's Batata in the corner to Hall on the right side. Now Batata. Batata in the middle to Albuquerque. Albuquerque, right side to Hall.
Still looking for Granitza.
They got him, and the shot knocked away by Paxos. Paxos dumps it over Albuquerque's head. He will get back to it at the yellow line. We have 3:24 left to go. Albuquerque moves forward again. Right side to Batata. Batata, right point in the Canton zone, middle of the floor to Albuquerque, on the left side to Richardson. In the corner of that side to Celestin. Celestin to Richardson, 3:09 left. Richardson to Celestin. Celestin, Granitza, Swanner with a big save.
Here he goes, here he goes.
Oh. Swanner will fire it out to midfield. Tarnozzi in a run with Richardson. Ball's a little long, and Richardson dumps it back in the goal box, and Albuquerque clears ahead. Under 3 minutes. 2:52 left in the game. 15-9 Invaders. Hall with it. Back out to Batata. Batata in the middle to Albuquerque. Albuquerque, left side. Richardson with a drive, blocked out of play by Randy Pikuzinski.
Bob, about 40 seconds left. I'm running downstairs. What we're doing really effectively now, Alex and Rudy are playing up top, trying to shut off the passing lanes to Granitza, and they're doing a really good job.
Right side in the corner is Hall. Feed blocked by Rudy Pikuzinski. Batata gets it back. In the middle to Albuquerque. 2.5 minutes left. Right side Batata. Batata back to Albuquerque. Over to Richardson. In the corner Celestin. Celestin outside to Richardson. Richardson to Albuquerque. Back to Celestin in the corner. Richardson drive. Blocked by Tarnosi. Tarnosi can't control. Back outside Albuquerque. Right side Batata with a drive. Blocked by Antonio.
There it is.
Tarnosi clears it. It'll go in the crowd with
Alex wants that
left.
badly.
2:06 left. Tarnosi took a couple of hard shots that he blocked with the body, and he's still huffing and wheezing a little bit. Here's Celestin's shot. Great save by Swanner. Celestin again. And centering feed, and Swanner corrals it, and there's a whistle.
I think they called handball. It looked very unintentional. The ball just bounced off the hand. The hand didn't reach for the ball at all.
Minute 52 left in the game. Chicago will have it. Left side of the box, just outside the line. Albuquerque will put it in play. Listen to the crowd. Albuquerque to trigger it in. Outside Batata with a shot deflected wide by Rudy Pikuzinski. Albuquerque back outside to Richardson. 1:45 left. Batata on the right point in the middle to Albuquerque. Left side Richardson knocked away by Paxos. Albuquerque with a follow. Knocked away by Rudy Pikuzinski. Cleared by Rudy. That'll be in the crowd, out of play again. With 1:34 left. But if you're Chicago, you've got to really be downcast because they haven't scored in about 3 minutes. And you got to figure if they were going to get back in the game, they had to get at least one by now.
They haven't gotten too many shots off, and they're trying to get into Granitza so he can turn and shoot. They haven't gotten any passes to him at all.
They need 3 goals. They have 1.5 minutes to do it. Batata to Albuquerque. Albuquerque, right side to Batata. Batata stuts to the middle. Back to Albuquerque. Left side Richardson. In the corner Celestin. Celestin centers for Granitza. Ball poked away. Randy spins away. He's behind the goalie. Fires at the length of the floor. That's going to go wide. But Richardson has to chase it all the way down in the Chicago end, and he'll send it ahead to Albuquerque. Albuquerque.
I'm leaving you guys. I got to go down there for the victory lap.
We'll see you, Nick. We'll be down on the field later. 1 minute to the championship. Batata, ball poked by Rudy. Centering feed to Celestin. Big save, Swanner. Rebound blocked by Paxos. Back outside to Michael Richardson. And now it is Albuquerque. And Batata poked away by Pikuzinski. Hall gets it back for Chicago. Off the wall, kicked away. And Rudy will send it long. And that's going to be chased down by Albuquerque with 35 seconds left in the game. Batata into the Canton zone, right side. Down the middle. Knocked away. Albuquerque got it back to Batata. Batata's shot deflected. There was a whistle. You can't hear anything because the crowd is so loud. And they're going to say put 2 seconds back on the clock. I think it should be 23 seconds left in the game. Canton 15, Chicago 9. Defensive player of the game, Mike Paxos. Offensive player of the game, Marcelo Carrera. Canton will become the first team to clinch the championship at home. 20 seconds left as Paxos blocks it. And Batata chasing it with Tarnosi into the Chicago zone. 12 seconds left in the game. They'll count it down. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over. The Canton Invaders are AISA champions for the 4th time in 5 seasons as they defeat the Chicago Power 15-9. clock to the champions after this 60-second timeout.
You can get your way at Ewing Chevrolet, saving with a better deal. You can get your way at Ewing Chevrolet, and you know how good it feels. You'll find great selection and exceptional service too. You can get your way at Ewing Chevrolet.
Several people have asked me, what's a Geo? I'm Dave Ewing.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us know you appreciate your Canton Invaders! Ladies and gentlemen, the 1988-89 AISA champions! Ladies and gentlemen, we enjoy the attendance in center field, where the AISA Commissioner Steve Paxilus will make the presentation of the championship trophy.
Between two great teams. This is what the AISA is all about. And now, on behalf of the Board of Directors of the American Indoor Soccer Association, it's my pleasure and privilege to present this trophy, symbolic of the 88-89 championship, to Executive President of the Canton Invaders, Kimberly County Head Coach, the fans of the Canton Invaders, and now let's start out to the captain of the team.
Give them a big hand as they come on the field, Invaders fans. There's one. Your 1988-89 AISA champions, the Canton Invaders. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, to celebrate the Invaders' 4th championship, we invite all fans to have a free cup of Pepsi, courtesy of Pepsi Cola, the Invaders, and
Particularly in the fourth quarter. He's a horse, but you were able to handle him and keep him away from the goal.
Yeah, about the last 12 minutes of the fourth quarter, Timo told me, stay on him everywhere you go. It was a tough job, Bob. It was played off. Thank you. We love it. Thanks for everybody in Kent for supporting us.
Okay, thanks, Mike. They're going to get the guys together for a team picture here. We'll stay down here and talk to a couple of more people. Just some of the players of the game. The Invaders become the first team in league history to clinch the playoff championship at home. They win the series 3-2, 15-9 the final score tonight, the victory over the Chicago Power. And it is a joyful group of Invaders on the field down here with me. We will head back up to the booth and come back to wrap this up after we take this 60-second timeout.
Realtors can help. Help you.
The side that Nick Lane is cheering says of all fans.
First, Elshami from Paxos at 8:31 of the first. Then Batata from Celestin at 9:17 of the first tied it. Power play, Granitza from Batata made it 3-2 Chicago at 9:39. 13:08 of the first, Tarnozzi from Antonio gave Canton a 4-3 lead. In the second quarter, Randy Pikuzinski from Elizard at 4:14. It was 6-3 Invaders.